Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. Is that still up there? Is there still a little green screen issue up there? God damn it. We'll fix that in a second. My name's Shane, that's Shane's Games. We are playing Fullmetal Alchemist tonight. Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel for the PS2. This is our first time playing it, so if you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing. But if you'd like to see some of the other games we played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. I'm just going to stand up right now and see if I can fix that. I don't know why that didn't fix that the first time. That is super weird. Like, that is my camera, right? I'm pretty sure that's my camera. Why is that still there? Excuse me, like if I turn off my camera, where is my camera? Yeah, it's definitely my camera. Alright, give me just a second, folks. I'm going to see if I can get that fixed. I will be right back.
Ow! Okay. Yeah, getting back. Getting back. Get him.
What is that? That cannot possibly be my green screen. There's no way. Oh, it's my mic, isn't it? Son of a bitch, that's my mic, not my green screen. Dang it. There's the problem. That's why mic was crawling into frame a little bit. For some reason, I was looking at it, I'm like, that looks like the corner of my green screen getting cut off. But no, that's not it. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I appreciate that. One more time, we are playing Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel for PS2. Let's get into it, shall we? So, there's a bit of an interesting backstory behind this game that I want to tell, and this is from the mouth of Christopher R. Sabat himself, who was the voice director on this game. So, he actually mentioned that Square Enix said that when they wanted this game to come out, they're like, we want this game to come out during the run of the show on Adult Swim in the US. And basically that's really hard, because usually what they do is they'll do the anime and then they'll start doing third-party properties. So the game will come out sometimes a year or two after the anime is aired. But no, Square Enix says, we want this to come out during the first season. So he said in order to make that happen, in order to do that, they had to record the voices, because this has the same voice cast as the English version. In order to do that, they had to record the voices for this game before they recorded the first season of Fullmetal Alchemist. This is what they recorded first. Which is super weird when you think about it. That blows my mind. So having said that, let me double check the options right here are all set up. Gotta make sure vibration's off. That always bugs me when I'm streaming. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it, folks. I hope you are comfy. I hope you have some snacks and drinks. Let's do this thing. Also, good morning, Rin. Hope you're doing well. Man gains nothing without sacrifice. To gain something, an equivalent price must be paid. This is alchemy's law of equivalent exchange. Edward Elric. A young prodigy who became a state alchemist at the age of 12, he is now 15 years old. His alias Fullmetal derives from the fact that his right arm and left leg are metallic artificial limbs known as automail. Alphonse Elric. Edward's younger brother, inside this giant suit of armor, is a 14-year-old boy with a gentle heart. Only his soul occupies the suit of armor. He no longer has a physical body. In their youth, both the Elric brothers attempted to revive their deceased mother through alchemy. The results were tragic. As the price for attempting the forbidden act of human transmutation, Ed lost his left leg and Al lost his entire body. Ed sacrificed his right arm and succeeded in transmuting Al's soul, binding it to a nearby suit of armor. But their mother never came back, and the price they paid was far too great. In order to regain their bodies and return all to its previous state, the Elric brothers started on a journey to find the legendary Philosopher's Stone. Alright, Central Railway is where we're starting things out. Alright, so it's voiced, but not entirely voiced, so we do have some text segments like this. But real quick, before we do that, hang on. One thing we gotta do before we do that, which is... Workshed, thank you so much for a 28-month resub at Tier 2 as well. Workshed, that is super generous of you. It means a ton and helps a ton as well. Thank you so much for stopping in Workshed and dropping that. It means a lot. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, thank you. Seriously. I appreciate that a ton. Also, Drav, welcome in. How are you doing today, Drav? Hope everything is going good. Glad to have you with us. Emperor, welcome in. How's your weekend going? You got here at just the right time, Emperor. We're just starting out. There's the typical PS2 graphics. Nostalgia kicks in. I know, I'm feeling it already. And of course, I'm playing this on my actual PS2 right here. Got the cord dangling off. The translucent blue controller, my favorite. Let's see. Are we essential yet? Watching all these boring trees go by makes me want to strangle something. You've been bored ever since we reached Risenbull, Ed. I forget how to pronounce all these terms in this show. Me? I think it's nice to take a break from going after the Philosopher's Stone, don't you? A break? I'm gonna break something if this boring train ride doesn't end soon. Here we go again. Also, Borazos, I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhat right. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome in. Ha! What a disgrace. Have you no patience, Edward Elric? Once we reach the junction at Hiessgart, Central is a stone's throw away. Huh? Hiessgart? So we're near that old place. Brings back memories, huh, Ed? Yeah, now that you mention it. Oh, so you two have been to Hiessgart before, eh? Yes, our master had brought us there just once, a few years ago. I think we'd gone to see that guy named Wilhelm. He was quite an alchemist, just like our master. I'm remembering it now. The professor had a daughter named Celine, and she was an alchemist too. Oh, got it, Workshed. Well, I appreciate that. You go ahead and get some rest. I appreciate you stopping by and dropping that. Let's see. Emperor, today's all the better for being here. Well, I'm glad I could help, Emperor. Thanks for stopping in. She was as old as us, but her skills were like a grown-up's. Oh, is that so? A genius girl alchemist, eh? A genius? Yeah, but cold-hearted. I mean, we were so nice to her the whole time we were there. But when the time came for us to go back to Dublith, she didn't even come out and send us off. Oh yeah, huh. Well, she probably wasn't feeling well enough to. Or maybe it just hurt too much to say goodbye to you strapping young lads. I wonder if she's still studying. I bet she's a great alchemist by now.
What was that? An explosion?
We are the People's Eastern Revolution Front. We have assumed control of this train. I repeat, we are the
People's Eastern Revolution Front. Sounds like a bunch of names cut and pasted together.
I certainly haven't heard of it. I'll bet it's another new radical group. Jeez, what is this world coming to?
Aren't you going to do something?
Why do I have to? Yeah, I mean, you can take those guys all by yourself, right, Major?
Indeed! It's just their luck they hijacked a train with the strong-arm alchemist, Alex Louise Armstrong, on board! Come hither, crooks! You shall regret your bad luck in due time, I assure you!
All right, you! What the? Who are you freaks? You heard the announcement, didn't you? This train's now under the control of the Eastern Liberation Federation!
I guess they've changed their name since the announcement.
I just can't take this anymore. Hey, wait, weren't we just in a situation like this?
Yeah, we were.
Someone must have put a curse on us.
Hey, you in the armor and Shorty! Who gave you permission to chat? Just shut up and fork over the valuables!
This is perfect. Okay, you, take the goods from the muscle man in the armor, then get your butt over here, Shorty.
Who are you calling Shorty?
You, of course. Who the heck else is there, you Shorty?
You calling me the Guinness Book of World Records tennis?
Impressive, Edward Elric.
An alchemist?
That was pitiful.
Just who are these people anyway?
I'm telling you, it's a curse.
Or maybe they want your autograph.
What? Who? Hey, what's going on in here? Huh?
Maybe he's a fan of yours.
Very funny. All right, Major. You go check out the cars in the back and find out what that explosion was.
Don't worry about it. I'm already on it.
Looks like we've got alchemists among us. So everybody watch your backs, okay?
I know it too well.
Well then,
Let's go!
So like I said, they've got some fully voiced animated segments, which is really cool. Let me get caught up on chat here. Let's see, Blackrock Phantom, you want to hang out but you're really tired, so just saying a quick hello. Well, take care of yourself, Blackrock Phantom. Hope you have a good sleep, and we'll see you around. Oh, Workshed, you meant the other way around. You're up early, no sleep soon. Well, good morning to you at least. Hopefully the day is going to be good for you, and hopefully this is a good start for you then. Casita, welcome in. How are you doing today? This is anime as all hell, most definitely. And yeah, never call Ed short. He gets very angry about that. Dr. Belvin, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. When are we becoming an anime stream? How far are we in? Like 5 minutes, so you haven't missed much, Dr. Belvin. We're right at the start. This is literally the opening cinema. We haven't even played the game yet. Alex, the least terrifying member of his family. Oh god, the Armstrongs are my favorite thing about this show. Let's see. Okay, Al, let's do this like last time. You go from down below, well, I'll take the rooftops. Yeah, gotcha. Be careful, alright? Alright, movement and camera controls. The left stick is move and climb ladders. X is jump. The right stick is move the camera. L1 is reset the camera. And L2 is to change around the map display, which is interesting. Well-rounded and completely sane family. I mean, they seem happy. I'll give them that at least. Yeah, the dialogue I kind of different for different characters. Their little head, which is so adorable. I love little touches like that. Alright, note the controls displayed here are the default, may be reassigned from the pause menu. Gotcha. Alright, so we said we're taking the roof, so let's see if we can take this ladder up here. Train rooftop, I like the little border right there. Alright, train hoppers, time to board face first. Basic attacks. Square is a strike, 3 squares in a row is a combo. Now, I wasn't able to actually figure out what this part means when I was testing the game out. It says press square at the end of a combo to create a powerful Acu strike. I don't think I've ever pulled that off. I don't know what that means. But I'll keep trying, I suppose. That seems like a cool thing. Yeah, this huge slider wasn't there before, but now it is. Are we alchemizing it? We're actually going to get to alchemy in just a minute, too. That's in the game. Of course, you can't have a full Metal Alchemist game without some alchemy in. And you notice I'm getting XP as well, because this game has a... not a very interesting leveling system, but it does have a leveling system. That is in here. I want to jump across and be isolated over here. That's fine. I can accommodate that. I don't know why they don't teach you alchemy first thing, because the first thing you do when you play a full Metal Alchemist game is you're like, where's the alchemy? Does it have a milk drinking simulator? Not as far as I know, but we haven't seen all the game yet. And M, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, no, it doesn't look too bad at all. It's got a solid graphical style, which I think is really cool. Jeez, one after another. What a pain. Well then, I'll just have to use alchemy to finish them off. Alright, so, if you just press the circle button, you pull up a rock wall in front of you to use for defensive purposes. If you hold it down, you'll make rock spikes for offensive purposes. Rock blockers shield you from enemy attacks, and you can jump or climb on top of rock blockers to reach higher areas. Which is cool. Didn't know this game existed. There's actually 2 Fullmetal Alchemist games for PS2. I don't have the second one yet. There's that rock spikes. I'm hoping to get a hold of the second one too, but, you know, first things first. Figured let's try out the first one. And yeah, it does look pretty cool, right? And plus, it has the original English voice cast doing their voice work, which is neat. And I picked up an elixir, whatever that is. Hopefully we'll get to that. Are we going down here? We are going back into the train. Freight car, huh? What do we have here? Alright, this is where it gets weird. Brace yourself. Transmuting weapons. When you hold down circle to power up the alchemy gauge, you'll see circles around objects that you can transmute. Let go of the circle button while inside the circle to use alchemy. Let's try this out. We get close to this, and notice it has a little picture of a spear above it next to my alchemy icon. So let's turn that on. And we transmute the box into a spear, which is awesome. M, thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Shane asked you what elixir is in a Square Enix game. Alright, bad question. That's fair. I don't actually know. I haven't gotten much into the game, you Christensen, but knowing Fullmetal Alchemist, there's probably going to be something horrible and traumatizing in here later on. Equipping and using weapons. When standing near a weapon, press triangle to equip and use. When the weapon is equipped, you can press triangle again to drop it. Grab this cool spear. Combos using transmuted weapons. You can combine stone spikes and strikes with a transmuted weapon. Examples of lance combos: square, circle, square, square. So basically you can mix and match square and circle, alchemy and non-alchemy when you're doing it. So that's pretty cool. A box that's pointy now. It wasn't pointy before, but we made it pointy with magic. Depending on your timing, you can follow stone spikes with strikes, but you may risk missing your target. Well, let's try it out. We got some more bad guys coming in. Also, I see a box over here. It's kind of like that. Another elixir. So this has a huge reach. It's a little bit slower. Ow. That guy just whacked the crap out of me. There we go. Took them both out with that stone spikes. That was excellent. Alright, good luck, Lost. Hopefully that does better for you. Alright, another freight car right here. Aha! There they are. Let's see what I can whip up here. So let's try transmuting this metal cart right here. Creating transmuted weapons, different levels of the alchemy gauge will give you a choice of transmutable weapons. Left directional button will reduce level. Down will reset the gauge. Alright, so let's drop this real quick. What is this? Is that a mounted turret? Did we transmit a goddamn turret gun? I think I like this. Large transmuted weapons. Large weapons may be manned by either Ed or Al. Press triangle to get on and off. Press square to fire the weapon and left to aim. A little hard to aim. There we go, took one of them out. Oh, it's out of ammo. Pretty hard to aim in that distance. And that guy didn't seem like he felt like coming to fight me. Can't hardly blame him there. Alright, got that guy easily enough. I made a Gatling gun with alchemy. Magic Gatling gun. Alright, they're coming from the other side, so let's get this chest first. Lead bangle. Makes me think of the bangles in Final Fantasy 7 and 8. You're pressing the wrong button for alchemy. Whew. Leveling up and bonus points. When you level up, you can allocate the bonus points you gain to Ed and Al's attributes. From the pause menu, select bonus points, then either Ed or Al points can be allocated to both. Alright, let's try that out. Bonus points, Edward. How many points? Oh, I've got 2 points right now. So I've got Vitality, Attack, Defense, and Alchemy. It's not actually telling me what any of these things do, which is kind of a shame. Kind of wish I knew what they did, but alright, can I see what my stats are somewhere else? Give me a breakdown so I can maybe see. Status. No, it doesn't tell me what any of them do there either. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I guess I'll put 1 point in attack and 1 point in defense? Sure. Why not? Tell you, this game came with a manual. Good thinking, Wobbin. I think this one does come with a manual. Let me take a look. Let me take a look and let's see what we can figure out. We do, in fact, have a manual right here. It's very pretty. Also, on the back of it, it has an advertisement for Samurai Legend Musashi, which looks kind of like The World Ends With You. I wonder if they shared a character designer. So that's interesting. Let's see if it has a description of what the different stats do in here. I'm looking. Let's see. It mentions the distributing points, but it doesn't say what any of the stats actually do. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Game Gumi, you played this game. It's pretty alright. Excellent, excellent. Manual seems to leave me well armed. Oh god. Yeah, I had to do that. Let's see. Does it not explain what any of the stats do in here either? That's really unfortunate if that's the case. Because I kind of would like to know what those things do. Yeah, it mentions distributing the bonus points. Does not say what they do. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, nope, the instruction manual does not say what any of those do. I checked. Cover left that putt in arms reach, gosh darn it. Hope Ed just transmutes his arm into an Uzi and takes everyone out. That would be pretty badass. That's the power fantasy I want to see. We'll see if that happens. You wanted the stats screen? I did, but it doesn't... All it says is the numerical stats that we were just looking at. I noticed our HP just went up some, but I think that might have been when we leveled up as well. Allie Lawrencewood, welcome in. How are you doing today? I think we got an accessory, too. Can we equip that? Lead Bangle. Accessory for both increases attack by 1. Alright, more attack sounds good. I like that. Excuse me. I mean, the Alch is alchemy, clearly, but does it mean that it makes weapons that are stronger? Does it mean it's, like, quicker to do alchemy? That's what I'm wondering. And I don't know. I do not know. I think we're... No, we can't go over that way, so are we heading back over here somewhere? I think so. Yeah, it's definitely alchemical power. I'm just not sure exactly what the numbers do as they go up, is the question. Al, any of them left back there? Thanks to you, I think they're all KO'd. Yep, just leave it to me. Let's go get the rest of them. Is there a test after this? There might be. Assume nothing. We've reached the coach car now. You know, Ed, you always go diving in by yourself. But cooperation is important in battle. Giving commands to Al. So for most of the game, we're going to be playing as Edward, but we can use Al as like an AI buddy / summon, basically. He's such a nerd, he really is, isn't he? When Al is far away, you can press L1 to call him to you. When Al is close by, you can hit R1 to have him tackle your target. At any time, you can hold R1 to have him try to do a body block for Ed. Holy crap, that tackle is awesome.
Ow! Okay. Get him! Leave it to me.
Oh man, it's a free knockdown too. Wow, that does a ton of damage too, holy crap. Yeah, even GameFAQs doesn't have a lot of information. I was checking that out before the stream. And GameFAQs is very thin on info. We got tons of dudes in here now, but we also got an item right there, so let me grab that.
Ow! Okay.
Got a box up here too. Did I miss a item?
Thank you.
There was an item right there, cool. Dang it! Oh, see, if you get shot while you're in the middle of doing alchemy, it interrupts the alchemy. That makes sense. And he took that last guy down. Cool, cool. Alright, so we're not going that way, we're heading back over here. The stats are there, and that's all we need to know, apparently. I guess the rest isn't all that important. Keep that in mind. So using Al in tight spaces like this seems very difficult. Using him on a bigger field seems like the smarter thing. Yeah, somebody's got to speedrun this game, you'd think. Hey, Al. Yeah, Ed? Do you think I could transmute this into a weapon for you to use? Transmuted weapon types. Press circle to display the, pressing the circle button to display the circles will also show icons for the available weapon types. Red are weapons for Ed, blue are weapons for Al, and green are weapons for either. Do people do speedrun Pringles? Alright, so this is specifically a transmuted weapon for Al. Holy crap, that is a giant lance! Dude. When near a weapon for Al or both, hit R1 to command him to use the weapon. Al's weapons can only be used a limited number of times. After they're used up, they vanish.
Get him! Leave it to me.
Oh, don't tackle.
Ow! Okay.
Look at that run! That run's so doofy.
Ow! Okay.
Shoot, that's the wrong button. That kind of worked out. Well, he seems to be doing plenty of damage with that giant thing, so I'll take that.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot, yeah, they were quick. There we go, got that guy taken down.
Thank you.
Alright, got all of them as well. Hey, Lodo, good morning. How are you doing today, Lodo? Hope everything is going good with you. Al is gigantic. There is that. Alright, I appreciate that they have R1 in the bottom for how to command him, because I'm going to forget that every 5 minutes in this game. That is the thing that's going to happen. Right, We got another thing we can transmute right here, but I've already got a weapon, so I'm not too concerned about it. I think it would be a big weapon, but for right now I'm happy with what I got. Oh, that guy was trying to use alchemy. No, that's my thing. You get away. Should I go up on the roof this time? Come on, someone who's as big as you would fall right through the roof. Huh, you're right. It's true, though. I think we got to level up in there, though. Let me check that out real quick. Lost! Nice gamble. Congratulations. They probably aren't even state certified. Those bastards. I thought I heard a level up in there, but I don't see anybody with bonus points. Must have been wrong, then. Are there any chests in here while we're here? I don't see anything. I think we're good. Let's head up to the roof again. Yeah, Dark Chronicle is a very good inspiration if you're going to take inspiration from something. Oh, Al's level 2 now, but he didn't have any bonus points. That's interesting. You got some more HP. I'll take that. God, still more of them. Were we the only non-hijackers aboard or something? Dodge moves. Left analog stick plus R2 is to dodge attacks. Dodges include forward rolls and backflips, which vary in timing and movement distance. That's kind of cool. I'll put that to good use, I'm sure. Let's get this Alchemist dude. I don't want him causing any trouble.
Thank you.
And we got more coming. Oh, not again! Looks like we gotta beat my way through. Break falling. If you are knocked into the air, you can break fall by press X just before you hit the ground. A successful break fall can get you back on your feet faster. I like it. I like it. Is this Dark Souls? Yes, can confirm. Al's reached parity with humans. We love all Al. Yeah, the little thank you is so cute. I love it. Noodle Masher, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh wow, the alchemists are super weak when you actually start wailing on them. There we go. Was that just 2 hits? Yeah, only 3 for those guys, so we've got noticeably stronger. Just taking it easy sounds like a nice way to spend the weekend. And we've reached the first class cars now. They don't look very first class if you ask me. They look kind of dumpy actually, but that's okay. Let's see, save points. Step into the save point and press either square or circle in order to save and recover your health. I love games that have save points that heal you. Makes me happy. Let's see, here's the speedrun.com record. Don't know if that link is going to survive copy and paste. Looks like it, looks like it. I appreciate you tossing that in there. Is Cloud Strife going to be here? I mean, it is a Square Enix game. He's legally obliged to be in every Square Enix game. So I assume so. That is a huge train cart right there. I'm not quite sure what they're putting in that train cart. It's huge. Oh, that's a cool looking little save file. I like how it's got the background showing where you are in the game. That's really neat. Alright, so we healed and we saved. That's a good thing. Let's move on. Edward! Oh, there's a chest right there, too. Oh, hey, Al. Are all the bad guys history yet? Just the ones in the cars we cleared out, I guess. The Major's taking care of the cars in the back, so all we have left are the few cars up front. If the hijackers have a leader, then he's gonna be up front. Let's be careful, Al. About their leader, did you notice how some of the bad guys were in military garb? Yeah, that bothered me. Then again, criminals in the military are hardly a rarity. Anyway, we'll just have to beat up the leader and put him through the ringer. Let's go, Al. Oh, I don't get to get the chest. This is a very, very long train, that's true. Especially for a passenger train, that feels super unusual. What the? Who the hell are you guys? Oh, that's menacing. Are you sure you're supposed to be a bad guy? Never mind that, Ed. His uniform. Yeah, just like we thought. Our guy here is a military man, an MP at that. Military policemen are supposed to be elite. So why is this guy? Hey, stop talking about me like I'm not here. You brat, don't think you can get out of here alive. Dealing with these goons is becoming a real hassle. And it's time to make things hassle-free. We aren't dealing with amateurs anymore, so watch out, Al. And don't forget to hold back, Ed. But I've still got my spear, so that's a good thing. See if we can finish off the ads first of all, of course. And we'll go for the big guy last. Oh, shoot! Shoot, I was trying to hit him with the alchemy, but it didn't start charging up quick enough. Oh wow, is he toast already? Oh no, here's the guy. There we go, hit him with those spikes. That did some damage. Oh man, we can get a turret? Yeah, let's get a turret. Yeah. No, aim down. It's very difficult to aim. There we go. Oh, we're out already. That didn't work very well. I thought that was going to be a lot cooler than that. Oh well, Al took care of it for us. Sounds like there's a military train coupled with a passenger train. That would explain why it's so huge right there, most definitely. Yeah, we already equipped the bangle, so we're good there, but we might have got some more stuff too, now that I think about it. Boss defeated, time 57 seconds. Max combo 7 hits, Alchemist rank B, bonus points 1. So it turns out if you beat bosses fast enough, you actually get bonus XP, which is pretty cool. Let's see, anticlimax. I mean, it was pretty cool, I thought. I mean, not exactly huge, but it's kind of the thing that Ed and Al are overwhelmingly strong in there, so it fits with the theme anyway. And bonus item, lead ring, whatever that is. Ugh, damn you. How could I lose to a kid? Has the world gone utterly mad? Yes, it has. Now you better start explaining why a military policeman like you is hijacking this train. You aren't here just to rob everyone, are you? Who are you guys? Hey, we're the ones asking the questions here, bub. No, no, don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything. I was just running away. Running away? From who? From other military policemen. I was framed for a crime, so I had no choice but to flee. If it was a false charge, why didn't you just protest? You shouldn't have had to run. If the world were that simple, I wouldn't be in so much trouble. It's a conspiracy. We wouldn't all be on the run if there wasn't a warrant out for all of us. All of us? That's right, except for the few that we picked up on the way. We're all ex-military alchemists. So you're trying to tell me that you're all wanted for a crime that you collectively didn't commit? Yes, well, some of them may really be criminals, but not me. I'm innocent, I swear. And this is coming from the guy that hijacked our train. Yeah, congrats. You're a bona fide criminal now. Good job. I didn't mean to cause such a scene. I wanted it to be more covert. All I wanted to do is get to Hiessgart. I'm not lying. Hiessgart? What for? The only one who was on our side is Colonel Gens Breslau, and he was the one that told us to take shelter at Hiessgart because the town was establishing an autonomy of alchemists. The only way for wanted men like us to get to Hiessgart was by borrowing a train. I was gonna wait it out at Hiessgart until the dust settled, and then prove my innocence. Huh, alright, I'm beginning to see now. But an autonomy? A self-government by alchemists? I've never heard of such a thing. Geez, that'd be totally irresponsible, like putting a rabid dingo in charge of a chicken farm. But the leader is supposedly a great state alchemist, one of the famed 10 alchemists. Professor Wilhelm Eselstein? What? Professor Eselstein? We heard he's calling on alchemists from all over the country. That's all I know. Ed, what does this mean? I don't have a clue. I wonder if it's the same Professor Eselstein that we knew. Calling on alchemists? Why would he do that? Hey, Ed, he's getting away. What? Hey, get your butt back here! And we had a save point too. Let's see if we got any bonus points. We do. We got 2 right here. So let's do attack and defense, I guess. That seems like a solid choice. And Alphonse does not have any bonus points. Alright. Accessories. Do we have any more of those? Let's see, we do. We've got lead plate for 1 more defense. And lead ring for vitality up 5. What does vitality up 5 do for us? Alright, so that increases our health by what, 15? So every 1 point of vitality is 3 HP, it looks like? I think I'll stick with the lead plate then, some straight up defense. Oh hey, that guy they were talking about at the start. Convenient. What if I let you go back for the chest? We can try. We can try. And Alphonse, I may as well give him the lead ring, since we've got it anyway. Oh, it's 25 points, sorry. That is 25 points. I'm very tired today, it turns out. Thank you for that, Emperor, I appreciate it. Alright, so we'll save first and foremost. And I guess I'll go ahead and do 3 rolling saves, probably, because rolling saves are a good thing. Hopefully these files don't take up a shitload of space on my card, because I am actually using a physical memory card here. Get an extra 2 points per vitality now? That is very nice. Save points are weirdly rare these days. I could use a couple in my own life, personally. Alright, can I go back? Or are there any chests in here that I need to get? Nope, door is sealed, unfortunately. We shall never see that chest again. Mistakes have been made. Let's keep moving. I think that just because we have the technology to help people save anywhere, you don't really need them anymore. Well, who's this guy now? Okay, pal, who are you? Wait, the uniform and badge. Military policeman? A senior colonel? Hey, mister, you wouldn't happen to be named Gentz, would you? And what if I am, kiddo? Ed, you don't think... Is this him? Yeah, looks like the Mohawk Psycho is the head honcho. So what's your reason for deceiving your subordinates and leading them to Hiessgart? You're a smart punk, aren't you? But you ain't gotta know nothing else, because you're gonna die right here. And yes, I am Gentz Breslau, the armor-piercing alchemist, and the strongest in the military. But I've never heard of you. Lunar did let you save anywhere. That was one of the first games I ever saw that let you save just absolutely any place. Thing of the past, thankfully, it is so nice being able to save anywhere. Although, oddly enough, I can actually remember. I've said it before, but whenever anything new happens in the gaming world, there's usually a backlash against it. And I remember when when the original Half-Life came out and let you quick save at any moment. And it created rolling quick saves as well, so it was easy to return to an old quick save. There was a big backlash against it because a lot of people were saying, oh, they're making games for babies now. You can save anywhere. Oh, no. Why are you even going to care about dying in a game if you don't lose any progress? It means nothing. Save scumming. Everyone's save scumming now. The children will think it's normal. It was very ridiculous. Looking back on it now especially, it's just hilarious that people were up in arms about it. Well, technically saving everyone was the beginning of games becoming much easier, but it's not just about difficulty for one thing, it's about convenience. If you're a grown-ass adult playing a video game, especially a game like an RPG, you don't necessarily have like 2 or 3 hours to hope you come across a save point. You got shit to do. This is a thing. And then again, who forces you to save scum? Nobody! You don't have to use the system, that is a thing. Hey, G-Pudding, welcome in. How are you doing today, G-Pudding? Hope you're having a good weekend. Magnus, welcome in. Won't everyone please think of the children? casual gaming. Oh, you play with your hands? It's for babies. And just who says you're the strongest in the military anyway? Your mom doesn't count, you know. I've taken care of my incompetent subordinate. Now you guys are my only problems left. Nothing personal, mind you. You got in our way, and you got no one to blame but yourselves. I figured it'd come to this. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to transmute it. Wait, you guys can't be. You're not Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric, are you? Gosh, Ed, you're a celebrity. What's it to you? You want me to sign your forehead or something? Whoa, how I've longed to meet you, Fullmetal Alchemist. Well then, it's either you or me, your right arm or my left arm. Let's settle this here and now who should really be called Fullmetal. Come and get some, shorty. Uh-oh. Who are you calling microscopic, huh? Whoa, something blew up there. Wait, where'd he go? Wow! Where did that come from? Where is this guy? Oh, he's behind us. Oh, I missed him with the spikes. It's unfortunate. Oh, dang it, missed it there too. Well, he's toast anyway. Almost toast. There we go. Blocked that last hit. Otherwise, we would have finished him a little faster. Let me get caught up on chat real quick. Yeah, nothing personal, kid. Yeah, saving point clicks was okay, but they're like, no, my FPSs are supposed to be hardcore. Nintendo, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Not asking for a coin for continuing was the beginning of games becoming easier. You know, you're not wrong, but that's the kind of difficulty that I don't miss anyway. And Raccoon, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I feel if you have children, teaching them F5 while they're still on the tin is the least you can do as a gamer. Well said, well said. How can I enjoy games if the unwashed masses have more accessibility options? The horror, Lost. The horror. Alley Lords, when I vote Alphonse for Fullmetal, he'll always be the Fullmetal in my heart. I can tell you that much. You, Christensen, I used to use God Mode because I could be bothered to replay stuff. I like to use God Mode back in the day just because sometimes it's a different experience. Just check it out, see what it feels like doing God Mode. Yeah, Al does an enormous amount of damage, but it's hard to get him to bear correctly in this game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's got a huge Napoleon complex. Gets incredibly upset at being called short. Let's see. Well, it could be argued that convenience also took away some of the rewarding feeling of finally overcoming an obstacle. The whole Dark Souls genre is based on that. I am one of the people that think Dark Souls needs an easy mode, because that'll allow more people to play it. Because not everybody wants a difficult thing. Not everybody wants to play games specifically to overcome difficulty. Like me, I play games mostly for the story, for unique mechanics. Difficulty is not a thing I enjoy. Overcoming massive difficulty is not why I play games, and I don't play games that force me to do that. So, you know, it's good to include different options for different types of gamers, so people can play the way they want. I believe this very strongly. Alright, time 39 seconds was all we need to take down that boss. Max combo 7 hits, Alchemist rank A, 3 bonus points, and bonus item lead earrings. Interesting, interesting. The story is a mess. Dark Souls, I think, has a very interesting way of telling the story, in the fact that the story in Dark Souls is all secret, basically. Every piece of lore in Dark Souls is a secret that you have to claw from the game with tooth and nail. And that's an interesting way to tell a story. I've never really seen a game do that before Dark Souls, and I think that's neat. I certainly wouldn't want every game to do that, but for something, that could be really cool right there. Alright, what do we got now? Some more cinematics?
No way. I can't lose.
Looks like you're beginning to understand that I'm way out of your league.
Strongest in the military? I think the Flame Alchemist is stronger.
This guy's just had it easy all his life, you know? No real challenges.
Like hell, you say?
Well, you want more?
Come on, Ed. You know it's not cool picking on a weakling.
Weakling? You brat! You haven't won yet. I'll show you. I'll get you for this.
Such classic bad guy lines.
Yeah, well, you'd better remember, because my memory stinks.
It sure does.
I'll see you later, snotty shorties.
Shorty? Who are you calling a snot-nosed shorty?
Oh,
My bad.
Well, that was dumb. Yeah, the dub is pretty good. They actually have all of the original voice cast doing their old roles in here, which is really cool. I like that. That was Hercule. I was trying to place the name there, Gavagumo. Yeah, that was him. Most definitely. Yeah, my bad does not stop the train from crashing there. It's you need a little bit more than that, I think. Jav, so far you're liking this one? I'm glad. I'm glad. When I tested this one out, it seemed like an interesting little title, and especially because I'd have watched Fullmetal Alchemist back in the day, it seemed like a treat. Alright. Let us continue. So, we traveled along Central Railway, and now we're in Reminess Gorge. What? Was that the actual symbol there, John? Holy crap. Oh, wow, yeah, that train's gonna need some fixing, I think. That's real bad. Wow! Just look at that! Ed, why must you always take things one step too far? So, what should we do now? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, I guess we're hoofing it to the next town. Let's see, is there anything back here? Hidden chests or anything? No, I don't think so. I had to check, though. That train is 2 slices of toast that were left on high heat for too long. It does kind of look like that. I see. So another suspect was the mastermind behind the hijack. He's a colonel in the military police named Breslau. His left arm was an automail like Ed's. Sounded like he'd been rounding up military alchemists to take to Hiessgart. Breslau did away with his number 2 man, then managed to turn tail and run away from us. What deplorable acts for a military man. We shall expedite a warrant for this Breslau. But in the meantime, what to do with this devastation? You mean this Ed instigated incident? But hell, shut up! Quite the chore this cleanup is going to be, even with the use of alchemy. Breslau cannot be forgiven. Derailing a train in order to make a selfish escape is beyond evil. Yeah, no kidding. Ed, aren't you going to correct him? You kidding? He doesn't have to know. You better not say anything stupid either. I don't believe this. So, Major, what should we do now? We don't have a choice. We have to get to Central, even if we have to walk. There's no time to waste. We're pretty close to Hiessgart. Maybe we can catch a train from there to Central. Wait 1 minute there, lads. We cannot leave this site as it is. There is much to be done here. I must report to HQ, round up the suspects, help the passengers. Well then, I guess that means we have to say goodbye, Major. We'll be on our way. Toodles! What? No, absolutely not. As your escort, I must keep you in sight at all times. Come on, Major. We don't need an escort after having come this far. We're deep in the mountains. There's nothing dangerous here, apart from ornery-looking shrubs. Yeah, we'll be okay. I said no, and that's final. Just keep quiet and help me with the recovery effort. What? You gotta be kidding me! Ed, what do we do now? What do you think? We don't have a choice. Oh boy, sometimes I wonder if he's a bad influence on me. I'm out of here. I'm sorry, Major. What the? Wait! Stop! Get back here this instant, Edward Ehrlich! Should have known. I must notify HQ immediately and join those two post-haste. The little run animation kills me every time. North Trestle! Let's see. Shane, do you plan to see Dark Chronicle and Dark Cloud at some point? Probably not Dark Cloud, because I remember when I played it back in the day, I didn't enjoy it that much. But Dark Chronicle, definitely. It's known as Dark Cloud 2 in the US. But I do have a copy of that one, and that one, I remember when I played it. I never finished it back in the day, but I really liked what I saw. So yeah, Dark Chronicle is definitely going to happen on stream. I can promise you that one. All right. Let's see. Did I have some? I think we got some new accessories. Let me see if we have any new bonus points too. Yes, Edward does have 3 bonus points. Oh, the bonus points are shared. That's why Alphonse never has any bonus points, because I'm putting them all on Edward. Well, I'm going to keep putting them on Edward anyway, because you play as Edward, so that seems like the smart thing to do. Oh, we still got 1 left. Let's put that 1 left in... Vitality. Sure. There we go. Ed is a major too. I didn't remember that. It's been a long time. Thank you for that. The Dark Chronicle is awesome, except for the fact you need to photograph everything. Yeah, I remember that. Like, I thought the photography system was so cool, and then I actually got out there and I couldn't figure out how to invent everything. And I looked up some of them online. I'm like, how would you ever figure out any of this stuff on your own? Plus all the really good parts for the ride pod. You need to take pictures of boss animations, so when you're fighting bosses, you just need to be pointing the camera at them the whole time. It's not great. It's not great. A minor major! Oh, you're terrible. Steamboat Chronicles. I have that one as well, Nintendo. I haven't tested that out, but it sounds really interesting, so I'm going to test that one out as well. I may be streaming that one too if I like what I see. Alright, accessories. What else have we got? We've got lead earrings. Lead earrings are better alchemy. I don't know that Alphonse uses... No, Alphonse doesn't use alchemy, so there's no point in putting it on him. So I guess we'll... See, I guess we'll put it on him. And we'll give Alphonse the lead plate then. Alright, cool. We can do that. A mini minor major? Oh, this is going deep. Hey, Coder, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. That would help with this height complex, then just make it worse. Minimized minor oh god. Alright, we are on the run. Wait, is that a... Oh, there's a big old gap in the tracks. Can we just walk to the side for that? Camera is not super easy to control. I see there's a save point over there. Is that where we came from, though? Are we supposed to be going this way, then? No, we can't go that way. Oh, I see a ladder on the map. Yeah, there's a ladder right over here. I didn't see it originally. But I guess we're taking the ladder up. 3 hours later. Vertically challenged! There you go. You can go that way. Mini minor major minor. Is he the very model of a modern Major General? Let me ask you that. Do you really think it was okay for us to run away like that? Hey, the old man isn't chasing after us, is he? We're fine. Oh, come on, keep running. But are you sure we're headed in the right direction? Well, we've been on the single track until now, so, yeah. Ignorance is bliss. You know, I never thought we'd end up going to Hiessgart again. Me neither. Last time we went, we were still with our master, so it's been a really long time. Hey, Ed, since we're going to Hiessgart, why don't we visit Professor Eselstein? Professor? No way. Why not? I mean, I want to see Celine, too. You dummy. Aren't you forgetting something? Professor's friends with our master. Something like the professor would be able to tell what we did the second he saw us. Well, maybe you shouldn't be doing bad things, then. Oh, sure, let's go back here.
You ready to do this, Sal? Mm-hmm.
Sure, let's do this. Let's do this.
Ed, something's not right.
Yeah, we were talking about that a bit at the start of the stream, that for as goofy and silly of an anime as Fullmetal Alchemist usually is, there is some incredibly traumatic shit in this series. When it gets dark, it gets real dark. My gosh. I'm glad we've got some Major General fans in here, that's awesome. Back during happy times, my god. You know what I mean, Al. The professor would be able to tell. He could tell that we attempted human transmutation. Imagine if the professor were to tell our master about it. If that would happen, our master... she'd kill us! Got it, Al? Once we get into town, we're making a beeline straight for the station. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. But you know what bugs me? What the train hijacker said, right? Alchemist self-government. The professor's really the one calling all the alchemists. What's he trying to do? You're asking the wrong guy. So what was the professor studying? Catalytics, I think. Trying to make alchemy more efficient through the use of a catalyst. You think this has anything to do with his research? I don't know. I'm not real familiar with catalytics myself. I remember how Celine would help the professor with his research. Celine was a real genius, just like you, Ed. So what? The girl didn't have a heart. I'm surprised you could hold a grudge over something so small. Small? It ain't small to me! Okay. At any rate, the professor doesn't concern us, and neither does Hiessgart. We just need to get ourselves to Central and fast. Right you are. Let's see. I respect that they didn't shy away from it either. Like, they definitely made no bones about the horrifying parts. Is there a way to explain the dog? I don't think I can give you the proper context for how horrifying that scene is, Kit. Because that scene is absolutely agony in context, and I don't think I can build that up for you. I honestly don't. Let's see. Shenanigans, welcome in. How are you doing today, Shenanigans? Hope you're doing well. Special attacks. Ed and Al can join hands to deliver a powerful special attack. Step 1, fill up the alchemy gauge. Gotcha, by holding down the circle button. Let's see. Step 2, while holding the circle button, press R1 with Al close by. This is very conditional. Special attacks can only be used a limited number of times. That's the little Al heads we've got above our health bar right there. Your stock of special attacks will increase as Al attacks a certain number of enemies. You can have up to 3 in stock, but the stock will vanish if Al is KO'd, so we basically use them or lose them. Hey, Phenomenon! Welcome in, Phenomenon, and welcome into Phenomenon's viewers. Finny Bear's rolling in for waifus, baby? Oh, probably not in here, and if they were any waifus, there would probably be terrible things happening to them. Welcome in, everybody. For anybody that doesn't know who my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. I play the obscure, the unusual, and the nostalgic, and today we are playing Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel for the PS2. My first time through the game, so I'm enjoying it so far. Who all do we have in here today? I see Van Now, I see Phenomenon, I see Don Spooky, I see Blue Sammy, I see Juker, welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. And if anyone in here isn't following Phenomenon yet, you should jump on that. He is a fantastic retro streamer, plays a ton of JRPGs, and in general just has a really exciting community, very knowledgeable community as far as retro hardware, retro software. You learn all kinds of cool things over there. Also great production value, seriously. I'm a little jealous, don't tell him that. So make sure you click that link, give him a follow, check him out next time he's live. You're gonna have a great time over there, I promise you. So Finn, you were playing DKC 3 last time I saw you. Did you get all the way through that? Did you end up switching to something else? I'm curious. Hope you are doing well either way. Glad to have you with us. Alright, so special attacks, that is cool. We start with 1. I presume we can earn more. Wow, I'm doing so much damage. So I'm really glad I upped my attack stat, because wow, you just do so much more damage with higher attack. I feel like when I tested this game out, I was spreading my stats out more, and that was a mistake. Because, my gosh, I'm doing some damage now. Let's see, alright, so that's him. Is there another enemy over here? Yeah, there's one. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Oh, jeez, he's got a gun! There we go. I think we're going down this ladder over here, I believe. Let's see. All the good FMA waifus are in Brotherhood, and this is way before that. True, true. Feel like you're slipping? Production quality needs a bump? No, Finn, your new BRB screen is really classy. Like, seriously, I dig that thing. I do. Let's see. We got a bit of the way through. Conversation carried the night. It was good. I can see why folks say that it's third best. Yeah, it's... I can't even necessarily put my finger on it. There's some little things that just don't feel right about DKC 3, but if anything, I will be willing to give them some slack because I don't know how they could have possibly lived up to the high that was DKC 2. Because for me, DKC 2 was a big step up from the first one. And, it's a tough act to follow, most definitely. Top tier, top tier. And I mentioned it in your stream too, but for my money, DKC 2 is probably my favorite game soundtrack of all time. There's just so many hits on there, seriously. It's so good. Alright, so we're saved up there, and we're starting to build a second special too. I like how it shows you building one up. South Trestle. Alright, we got a new area right here. Tons of bad guys too. What are these guys? Hey, who's you? You got some nerve strolling in our turf, you punks. We're bandits. This area is ours, and we ain't gonna let you pass. You're gonna eat a bag of hell, kiddies. I'm sorry, a bag of hell? An entire bag of hell? I don't know that I'm up for an entire bag of hell. Do you have like a bowl of hell I could use? Perhaps a nice tall glass of hell. Like a thermos of hell? Like, I gotta go, actually. Can I take my hell on the road? Is that a thing? I would appreciate that. That would be so much more convenient, personally. Jada's voice actor? I enjoy doing voices for games, I really do, Shedenen. Now, how do you fit the hell in the bag? How do you keep it from leaking out of the bag? Because if it was just like burlap sack, I'd expect it would be steeping out. I'll take one hell to go, please. Oh, wait, no, you know, I don't know I'm going to be able to get out this weekend. Can you make it 2 hells to go? That would be really nice. A thimble of hell, please. Let me just sample it. Please. And hey, LTG, welcome in. How are you doing today? That is a lot of hard drives. Holy shit. How are you doing? Could be a fun-sized bag, true. And Ruth, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. It's true, Gimmigomo. They have a type, most definitely. Alchemy could probably make napalm very easily, I would imagine. The thermos keeps the hell warm. That's very convenient. It's where you keep the hell when you beat the hell out of someone. Right, you don't want it just spilling all over the ground. That's messy. This is true. Alright, so we've got bandits now. Fighting Frenzy. The Frenzy gauge, that thing underneath our health bar, increases with every attack by Ed and Al. When the gauge becomes full, a Fighting Frenzy is activated. When in a Fighting Frenzy, your attack increases and you gain more XP points. You can also use Frenzy special attacks, which are powered up special attacks. Fighting Frenzy ends when any of the conditions below are met. Either Ed goes down, which is preventable by a Break Ball, Ed or Al's HP reaches 0, a Frenzy special attack is used, a save point is used, or a stage is cleared. So, if you do good, you can theoretically stay in Frenzy for a pretty long time. That's really interesting. Let's see. You're looking at computer upgrades, and I figure I may as well make a god tier PC. That's gonna be pricey, though. Holy shit, my dude. Alright, Fighting Frenzy on. Alright, we'll see how much more damage I do now. Oh, let's take out that guy with a gun. I don't feel like I'm doing that much more damage. I am getting a tiny bit more XP, like 1 or 2 points maybe. Oh wow, that guy I took out in one shot. That's pretty intense. Oh no! Oh! I didn't break fall quick enough, so I lost Fighting Frenzy there. Yeah, holy shit, I'm doing way more damage with that on. Alright, I'm impressed. I'm suitably impressed. Got both of them taken out. 2 more guys left. Gotta remember I can dodge, too. I'm gonna forget that very quickly. Ow! Oh, there's another guy over here, too. And he's not even moving. Didn't even bother aggro. Yeah, goes down means a knockdown, so if you just get knocked flat on your back, it ends Fighting Frenzy. So it's not that hard to end it, but you could theoretically keep it going for a very, very long time, which is really interesting. Let's see, Finn, you're hoping to get your vaccine soon so we can finally do that retro game store hunt together. Finn, that would be so badass. I am still 100% on board for that. So good luck with getting that. Keep me posted, keep in touch. Hope it goes well for you. Let's see, Vesper Ghoul, I am doing good. How are you doing today, Vesper? Hope everything's going well for you. What it's not for the halibut, god damn it. Honestly, surprised 15 terabytes, that is a huge hard drive size. I'm not surprised that it costs an arm and a leg. That is insane. Jeez, who are those guys? They're bandits, and we were on their turf. That's all they managed to say before we knocked them stupid anyway. Bandits? This area's turned sour since the last time we were here. Bring out those losers, Al. Take a gander at this. What? What's that? An abandoned train? That's right. Something tells me I can transmute this into something. What could you possibly make out of that derelict? We need to get going, Ed. No time for art. Let's try transmuting it into something then. Alright, that we can trans- wait, hang on, I see a chest over here. Let's get the chest first and foremost. Yeah, maybe we could make a less derelict train. That could be a thing. Got something called a lightning element there. That's interesting. Let me check real quick and see if we got some more points or anything. I think we leveled up. And hey, Lost! Thank you for the gift sub to Phenomenon right there. Gift sub number 47 in the channel. I appreciate that so much, Lost. That's very kind of you. And Finn, enjoy my tiny screaming face. Hope you use it for only for good. Let's see, LTG, a 3D FMA game, that's a shocker. There's actually 2 of these for PS2. I don't have the second one yet, but I'm going to try and get hold of it. But yeah, how cool is that? It looks really nice, I think. I appreciate the look of it, certainly. Alright, so how do I transmute this into something? I can transmute those poles. No? Don't see how I can transmute the train, but he seemed to think he could. I can't go that way either. And John Big Booty, thank you for gifting a sub to Broken Crow right there. Gift sub Lucky number 13 in the channel. John, thank you so much for that. That is really generous of you, John. That means a ton. Thank you for that. And Broken Crow, enjoy that gift sub right there. Have fun with that one. Alright. Don't see any point where I could transmute this. Nothing back there, nothing back there. Nothing over here. Lots of stuff I could transmute. I want to see what this is, though. What is this? It's offered to transmute. Oh! A mounted crossbow! Alright, that's definitely a thing. Ebra! Thank you for the gift sub to Stream Elements. It can't thank you, but it would. It's a kind bot. It appreciates that. Gift sub number 788 in the channel. Thank you so much for that, Emperor. Sudden bribery. Very sudden, but I love it. I love it. Let's see. Did you see the poll where 460 people? Yeah, I did see that one, Nuddle Masher. I'm the same way. I don't think everything that you could potentially make into an anime or into a live action would work well as a live action. I think a lot of things, like, they work better as an animated property. I really do think that, and the idea of just turning everything into a live action, I don't think you should. Ed does like guns, but can you blame him? You can't really argue with results. There we go, that's a nice dodge. If I do say so myself, which I think you'll find I do. Get this Alchemist dude over here. There we go. There we go, he's down, alright. Couple more guys here. Let's check them out. I always like when I get 2 of them there. That's always handy. Oh, And I got the break fall. There we go. So that is what a break fall looks like. There we go. That's handy. I'm real low on health, though.
Thank you.
But I just got a bunch of elixirs, so I should probably use one of those, right? Let's see what we got. So what do we have for items? So elixirs restore 100 HP. Equip herb allows user to equip transmuted weapons. And I always do that? That's really weird. Double elixir restores 100 HP to both characters. And lightning element allows Ed to add lightning properties to weapons through alchemy. I have no idea how to use that, but that's interesting. There are some things that are simply impossible even if you do a lot of digital trickery. I wouldn't say impossible, but too expensive. There's some things, if you want it to look exactly like it is in the anime, it's just going to cost too much money. And they're going to cut corners, and then it's not going to look great. So I say, what's the point? That is what I say. Alley Lord's one, I guess you could do that too. Nice spectator sport. Alright, so let's go ahead and use an elixir. We have a mountain of these, so I may as well. Detective Pikachu, I haven't seen that one yet, but I want to. That one's on my list. I would like to see that one, most definitely. Oh god, the Dragon Ball one has problems that have nothing to do with the visual effects, though. That one is just cursed all around. They made some decisions that were bad, and then they were stuck with them. It's unfortunate, though. I think you could... No, I don't think you could make a good live-action Dragon Ball. I really don't think you could. There's just too much that would need to be, like, intense special effects. It wouldn't look cool. I'm used to a certain visual style, and I don't think you can replicate it easily. Go get this guy over here. See if we can pick him off from the edges. There we go, got him. Another Alchemist over here. Hit him with the rock spikes. I think I'm actually might be doing more damage to my regular attack now. This isn't. Oh, there's another guy over here. Let's get him too. Oh, he's not even aggroing me. That'll make it easier. You can now create 2 rock blockers. Ooh, that's a nice bonus. That'll be interesting for platforming too. There he is. Squirrely dude getting away from me there.
Thank you.
Get another elixir. Alright. So let me try this out. Alright, yeah, so I can make 2 rock blockers.
How about this?
Very cool. They don't last very long, but still, that's a handy thing to have. Alright, so this is all blocked off. There's no way to get through here, so I think we're going to have to go back. Hey, Telecommy, sorry you're getting blasted out by your volume there, but how are you doing this morning? Yeah, the live-action Dragon Ball movie with Justin Chatwin. And welcome in, Alice Alucard. How are you doing? That was a bad movie. I kind of wanted to see the Bleach adaptation, just because I like Bleach, but I never got around to it yet. Guys from Corridor Digital looked at anime with an animator. There are things that are impossible to do physically, like changing lenses in a single take. Yeah, I would love to see that. Corridor Digital does some good work as a kid. If you can drop that in DMs or something, I'd be down with that. That would be very cool. Alright, so... I don't see anything. We can't go over here. This is blocked off. Ixnay, Ed. We can't get to Hiessgart that way. Yeah, you're right. Just great. Whoever said getting there is half the fun was full of it, Alphonse. Alright, so I see a big pile of rocks over here, so let's see what we're doing there. Oh, thank you, Zig. I'm sure some other folks would enjoy seeing that too. Oh yeah, the live-action Phoenix Wright. I kind of want to see that too. That seemed like it was goofy. There is a live-action Phoenix Wright, and his hair is glorious. That's all I know about that one for the most part. Ed, that's the way to Hiessgart, but it looks like those stupid boulders are blocking our way, huh? What should we do? There's no way around them. Could we tunnel through? Knowing our luck, the tunnel would cave in on us. We'll just have to improvise. Improvise? Don't sweat it. I've already got an idea. We can use that metal junk heap back there. You better not be referring to me, Ed. The train, Al! The train! Here we are. This old junker should serve us right. What do you plan on making out of this thing? Just watch. What is he gonna do with that train? Is that a cannon? Oh god! Ha! Howitzers that! Wow. Well, I guess subtlety's never been your strong suit. Let's go, Al. I'm proud how you didn't destroy anything of real value this time, Ed. Such self-restraint. They got jokes! They got jokes! I didn't even know there was a Rurouni Kenshin live-action movie either. I'm behind at the times, I think. Not a fan of the Death Note live-action. I still need to finish the Death Note anime. I never actually got around to finishing that one. Okay, let's straight ahead to Hiessgart. Ed, look! Help me! What was that? Hiessgart's fauna is certainly exotic these days. That's no wild animal, dummy! That's obviously a chimera! Someone transmuted a chimera! What? No way! That's just a freak genetic mutation, isn't it? Isn't it? Something screwy here, brother. Why are there chimera running around in a place like this? It's a very good question. We're gonna have to figure that out, I imagine. Let's see. Game ago when you saw some of the live-action Kenshin, it looked pretty cool. Gotcha. Should have removed those boulders subtly. I don't know if there was a way to do that, but the explosion was definitely a vibe. I don't know if we need to take all these chimeras out, but the XP is good, so... Oh, 75 per! Yeah, we definitely want that. Let's get some XP then. Also, ooh, Fighting Frenzy on! Let's get some more damage. And more XP. Luckily, as long as you fight these guys one at a time, they seem like they're pretty easy. So let's see if we can keep fighting them one at a time then. Let's see, Workshed. Workshed, you gotta take off. Alright, Workshed, thanks so much for hanging around with us, and thanks for the resub as well. I appreciate the heck out of that. You take care of yourself, and we will see you around. Oh, shoot! Oh, no! Alright, good. Made sure I didn't get knocked all the way down, so we're good. That's a level up.
Thank you.
Alright, not bad, not bad. So, go ahead and assign some bonus points. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Do attack and defense, honestly. That seems to be working out pretty well for us. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the level of strength I am at right now. So let's just do that right there. Fighting Frenzy, aka Rainbow Meter Time. It is very pretty. It's kind of distracting though. I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye. Can't tell if this game is using Vic as a voice sample. Oh no, this game has the complete English voice cast for all the characters that appear. Actually, I've got a good story for you, LTG. We told this at the start of the stream, but it turns out Square Enix told Funimation, we want this game, Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel, like, we want it to come out while the anime is airing in the US. And the only way they could make that happen is they had to record the voices of this before they did the voice recording for the actual anime. So not only is this all the original English voices, but they did these voices before they actually did the anime. Which is insane to me. Absolutely insane, but I kind of dig it. Alright, no new items. Kind of reminds you a little of Kingdom Hearts. I could see that. Odd that it's both Square Enix games. That is interesting too. I know everything about that LTG just blows my mind. Strawberry Zund, welcome in. Oh, nice, nice. If you ever end up trying it out, let us know how you think of it.
Got that, Ed? You have to learn to keep your cool. Honestly, Ed, you're always getting... Huh? Ed, are you alright? Hmm?
What?
Your left hand.
What? I got them! What a relief! Well, I gotta go!
Excuse me.
And Strawberry, if it makes you feel any better, I've only played maybe 10% of my PS2 collection. We're working on it on stream, though. We're working on it. Gaming mode today, I learned that sharpness was a setting I need to fiddle with on my new TV to make stuff flicker less. Ooh, I'm glad you found that at least. That is a good thing. Giving you 90s flashbacks? I'm glad. I'm glad. This is very 90s anime, it is. Huh? What are you doing, lying on the ground like that? That's exactly what I wanted to speak to you about, Missy. Oh, whatever it is, make it snappy. I'm in a rush. Ahem! Don't you have something to say to me? Huh? No, not particularly. What is it with you anyway? Don't you know how to talk to a lady? Where are your manners? Where are your manners? Is that the attitude you cop after using somebody's back as a bleeping trampoline? What's with this guy? Why is he getting all huffy? I'm telling you, don't apologize. Your fat butt fell out of the sky and squashed me flat. Oh, so that's what happened. That's incredibly bad luck. I mean, you're such a small target. Wow! I like that face she's making there. Oh my god. That's so good. Heroic legend of Arslan. Oh my god. Strawberry, that does fit with the tone of the anime here. What did you say? I couldn't even see you from up above because you're so small. Small? Not the armor guy, though. I could see him coming a mile away. Not you, though. You're too small. Shut up! Stop it! Stop calling me small! Stop calling me small! Can't you apologize for all of the trouble you caused me? Trouble? Trouble? You want to talk to me about trouble? Hey, I could have gracefully landed on my own 2 feet. But no, you just had to be in the way, so I ended up in my rump instead. How's that for trouble? I don't believe this. Now, do I have to separate the two of you? Just forget about it, Ed. Just be glad no one was seriously injured. There you go. Mr. Armor knows what he's talking about. Can I go now? I told you I'm in a hurry. Ta-ta, Mr. Blondie Shorty Pants. What? Oh, come back here, you turd! Ed, take it easy. Can't believe it. That girl called me Shorty. That's it. We're going after her. Say what? I'm gonna make her apologize. Where is she? Which way did she go? Good grief. Alright, we got a save point at least. That's a good thing. Go ahead and get our health restored here too. That'll get rid of our fighting frenzy though, but still. This is the right course of action. Always gotta save, that's the first priority. Alright. I wonder why the save noise sounds so weird and distorted. Did anybody else noticing that? Does not sound like the rest of the audio in this game. ABS, always be saving, there you go. Damn it, where did that brat go? Forget about her, Ed. We got bigger problems here. Ah, bigger problems, yes. Is that a flying chimera? Huh? What? I've got us surrounded. You gotta be kidding me. Since when is Hiessgart such a hotbed for chimeras? Here they come, Ed. Alright, time to fight a bajillion chimeras. Shoot, I can't remember how to do a special attack. Oh, I gotta charge up to do a special attack, right? I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that. Get out of there! Get out of there! There you go. Don't stand in the center of them. Oh, they're trying to surround me now. That's not good. Oh god, there's way too many of them here. This is super bad. There we go. We gotta focus on them one by one, take them out as we can. I think that's all of them right there, at least. That's a good thing. Let's see if we can get that flyer. See how much trouble he's gonna give us. Oh, not too much so far. He's also staying on our level. I'll take that most definitely. Why do they have hairdos? I don't know, but I will say this. It's pretty stylish. How do I get up here? Well, it's actually tough to use as a stepping stone. They tell me I can use it as a stepping stone, but it's not easy. That's really not easy. He seems to just want to vault over it. There we go. Do we need to be up here? Possibly. Oh, jeez. This is really dangerous. I'm probably just going to end up right down on the ground. Oh, come on. Really? Nope. And I'm back down on the ground. Alright, maybe we don't need to go up there. Possibly. Alright, let's keep moving. See what else we got up here. Also, what is... Ooh, is that a samurai sword? I want a samurai sword. Shoot, what's going on? Oh, jeez, is that a cheetah? Is that a cheetah with metal legs? Did I just one-shot that with my awesome katana? I think I like this thing. I don't know how I did that, but that was badass. Alright, so katanas are amazing. Duly noted. And what is the next PS Inuyasha game? I don't think I actually have any of these, but this I think I just got on eBay at some point.
Thank you.
Looks like my katana broke, unfortunately, so I can't use it for too long. It's a very limited weapon. But how are you doing today, Luna? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Oh, those guys are really high up there. Do they come down when I come close? They do. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. There we go, there's one of them down. Another one came to play. Alright, we got the second one. There we go. Alright, we got some new items we'll have to check out after this battle, too. I see Detox Herb, which is not good, because that probably means there's some sort of poison thing. And AGL Caps, which I don't even know what that would be. There we go. Got that guy. Let's see what all items we got there. Chester Cheetah got an upgrade, most definitely. Sure, we monsters can fly, but don't need to be dicks about it and always stay out of range. I suppose if you can fly, but you don't have any ranged attacks, it's not going to do you too much good. And Roxana, welcome in. How are you doing? Alright, so we got a fire element too. Detox Herb cures poison. AGL Caps increases agility. Effects limited to current area, max use 1 per area. What the heck is agility? I don't remember having an agility stat. It's weird. Alright, where are we going next up? This way? Looks like we're going up this way. Hold circle, then R1. Alright, so that's... Unfortunately, that means I have to charge my alchemy meter to use specials, which means they're not going to be super useful because I can't use them at the drop of a hat. But basically, that means I gotta take time to charge them up first. I gotta really know what I'm doing before I use them. But thank you for looking that up, I appreciate that. No agility stat, none. Oh, I thought there was a chest, it's just a pile of bricks. There we got that guy. We got 2 more enemies coming. There we go. We can take care of this flyer. Got another level up there. That's good. I'm liking this bonus XP from Fighting Frenzy. That's very good. And the bonus damage doesn't hurt too much either.
Thank you.
Grab that item. Let's see. Bonus points, Edward. We got 3 this time. So let's put 1 into Vitality. Yeah, let's put 1 into Vitality, 1 into Attack, and 1 into Defense. I think that'll be good. Good deal. Yep, Square Enix made it. We got that right on the front of the box right there. Nice little Square Enix logo. Plus, I think it's cool that on the back of the box you can see the logos for Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, if you look closely enough. It's hard to see right there, but it is. Let's see. Is that what makes you... I'm not sure. Like, agility isn't one of the stats listed on his stat page, is all I know. Let's see. Did we pick up any new accessories? We did. We got something called an amulet. If Warren revives Ed when he is KO, it breaks after 1 use. So that might be something to save for bosses, potentially. But I'm down with that. That's a cool thing to have. Alright, we got a health from level up too, so that's a good thing. We're growing pretty fast. He was at 100 HP when we started the game. So to save for boss to the last boss, I mean I'm probably going to save it for when we get into, when we start having some troubles, but you know me. You know me, I'm kind of bad at actually using items. Oh no, dang it! I didn't press the jump button quite right there. We're still in frenzy mode though. So, still doing some bonus damage. So getting that extra XP, I like it. There we go. Got some more baddies over here. Let's clear out the enemies in the area before we even think about doing any platforming. What is that thing? Snake bird? Is that a snake bird?
Thank you.
Looks like a nasty little bastard. No. Not a term I would use often, but it happens. It happens. Oh, jeez. Oh, Fighting Frenzy off. That thing knocked me down with a single attack. Rude. Looks like I do get a pretty significant amount of bonus XP in Fighting Frenzy. So I'm definitely going to want to stay in that mode as much as I can.
No problem.
And get used to not getting knocked down whenever possible. See if I can get the timing right on that. There we go, keep him stun locked.
Thank you.
And we're good. We'll get that relaxer, we get this chest. Alright, cool. There's a whole bunch of chests in here. I don't know how many of them I want to get because it looks like it's a lot of jumping, but probably want to get at least a couple of them if I can. Give it a shot at least. Ben, welcome back, Cats Were Needy. It happens. It happens. A Snurb Emperor. I love it. You call it a Quetzalcoatl too. That would make sense. Shane, what are you looking forward to playing in the coming weeks? Oh, geez. Let me actually look because I've got a list of what I got coming up soon. What do I have coming up that's really cool? Oh, there's something. I'm going to be playing Loom before too long. Loom being one of the very early LucasArts games. And specifically, I looked and I knew there was a whole bunch of different versions of Loom out there. So I'm like, I want to play the definitive version of Loom. What is the definitive version of Loom? And I looked it up, and it turns out the definitive version is the SM Towns version, which is not easy to acquire or to get running, but let me tell you, I did. I did do that thing. I'm not pressing the jump button, that's not a thing I'm doing, but, so yeah, I'm very pleased to be playing that in the coming weeks. I'm excited to see how that goes, because I've never played the game before, so that'll be a first for me. Can we ask you about Loom, please? Please ask me about Loom. I will not have any answers for you, but you can. Loom is on Turbo Graphics as well? Holy crap, I never knew about that. FM Towns, yes, I can't tell you too much about it because I don't know too much about it. I believe it was a Japanese system that was kind of the Japanese equivalent of the Turbo Graphics, I think. I believe. Oh, geez, this breaks. Oh, God! Well, that's unfortunate. It's a very unstable chunk of rock. I guess I'm not getting that chest. What the hell? Loom is a LucasArts game. We're trying to slowly play through the LucasArts catalog on stream. Roughly in order. And so far, the only ones we've done have been, we played Sam & Max out of order. And then we played Maniac Mansion, which is basically where I'm starting with LucasArts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more of that. Alright, so it looks like we do have to do some platforming if we're going to get to the next area. Because we need to get up higher somehow. And I don't see a lot of good way to do that except for going over the thing that we broke. Do we have to leave the area and come back? What do we have to do here? Excuse me. Home PC by Fujitsu. The console is called the Marty. Interesting. I didn't know about that too much. Let's see. Japan had the TurboGrafx, but the SM is kind of a PC engine of some sort. Thank you for that. Like I said, I didn't know too much about it, so I appreciate the information here. The Indiana Jones Atlantis game. Yes, I have very fond memories of playing that as a kid, but I never actually beat it back in the day. So if I can manage to do that now, it'll be my first time finishing it. Alright, so I can't use that at all, so we might have to leave the area and come back. Or can I make a rock block and get up there that way? No, that is not nearly high enough. Unless I can make a rock block on a rock block. I cannot! That is not a thing they're going to let me do. How about over here? This one looks shorter. Use a rock block to climb up this one? Oh, it's not close enough. No, that's not nearly high enough either. That looked pretty short, but not short enough. I feel like I'm going to have to leave and come back then. I don't know any way to do that with the that big pillar broken. We'll see what we can do there. Some good shmups, I can believe that. You got to Atlantis but got stuck? I don't even think I ever made it to Atlantis back in the day, honestly. Or no, this is the way we're supposed to be going. Alright. So I was just looking at the wrong way. That makes sense. That's easier then. Let's fight some more big cat things. Alright, got some items there, thank you. Got some enemies right at the door. I gotta make sure I don't transition into the next area. That would be rude. Is he still fighting something? Are enemies coming out of there? Are there enemies spawning out of the gateway? That would be rude. Alright, there's definitely nobody back there now. Let's just start moving. Let's see. Can't Al use a weapon? He can if I make one for him, but all of his weapons break very quickly. He can only use blue weapons, so none of those are a weapon he can use. The 32X was the first Sega console not to have a Sonic game. Interesting. That I did not know. I know he was kind of their flagship. I didn't remember that there was one without him on it. God, this platforming is really difficult. I don't think we have to do it. I think this is optional. But still, that's really finicky. Alright, put that rock block right there. Jump up. Cool. Alright, where do they want us to go from here? Up this way? I'm really bad with that camera. I think up this way. No! Well, so much for that. You can tell I'm not going to be trying to 100% this game. Wow, almost 100 damage with those spikes. I gotta be using alchemy more. Alchemy's awesome. Didn't do quite as much damage there, but I'll take it. That knockdown, though. Shoot. Get that big guy out, get him out of the way. Go for the big cat next, maybe, because it's super aggressive. Oh, I didn't even hit anybody with that. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can hit the flyers with the spikes, but it kind of does look like they're low enough. That guy. That guy, cool. Those items. There's another level up there. Excellent. All right. Walter White thought so too. Let's cook. Let's see. There's a mod that adds him back in. Oh, and Knuckles Chaotix. He wasn't Sonic yet. I forgot that. I forgot he wasn't in that game at all. Yeah, I can use the D-pad to select what level I make with the alchemy too, which is nice. I like that they have that as a feature. Only 1 bonus point this level. That's unfortunate. I think whenever I only get 1 point, I'll put it into attack, because having more attack power is kind of a big freaking deal. Kind of a huge freaking deal. Alright, we got that. Any new accessories? Nope, nothing new. Alright, let's continue on then. Not getting a lot of goodies, unfortunately, because I don't want to do that platforming, but we're still feeling pretty strong for combat. I'm not too concerned at this point. Hopefully we'll find some more items eventually, but so far I'm not too worried. We got Fighting Frenzy, though, and then it immediately lost. Dang it! That stinks. Bad luck that I wasn't prepared for that. Ow. Oh, and I missed the landing there. No, no. Gotta dodge out of this circle somehow. There we go. Work our way in rather than getting surrounded by these guys. I think we're doing okay. Whew.
Thank you.
Alright. Doing a little bit better there now. Make sure we didn't miss any obvious chests. So we got an item right there.
Thank you.
Wait, seriously, LTG? How? Wait, explain. How does that work? The memes are becoming reality? I mean, that is the popular way of the day. But I'm very curious what you mean. That seems like a long way off. Can I get that? Yes, I can. Sweet. Just a detox herb, though. That's not anything special. I'll take it, though. Never say no to a free item. Dang it. It is so hard to jump on top of these things. I wish they made them a little bit wider. I wish they made them a little bit wider. Or a little bit more sticky for jumping? It seems like he just wants to jump over them. Dang it, that is so frustrating. Let's just head to the save point. I see a save point down there. That's what I want. That is what I want. It feels like it's been a little bit since we saved. And we've been through a lot of combat. Let's see. Save over file number 3. Can you jump from the side? We can, but like it's just wasting more time because those things only stay up for a tiny amount of time. He'd make an excellent Olympic hurdler. He never skips leg day, it would appear. Guy's got some jumps. I can definitely give him that. So I think what I need to be doing is I need to be carrying an alchemy charge around when I'm approaching combat. Like right now, I can just charge up alchemy and then use it right there for a big hit. That's the smart thing.
Thank you.
Instead of thinking of using alchemy in the middle of combat, I should be thinking of bringing alchemy in as I go. There we go. That is such a big hit. Alright, charge up again. There we go. Alright, I'm trying to do some of the mixed combos too. Leg day singular! Alright, that's true, you got me there. I'm trying to figure out some of the combos where you mix in alchemy along with your normal strikes. There we go! Alright, that's really good. I gotta learn how to do those better. Wow! The timing is really tight when you want to mix in alchemy, but it does so much damage. I think it's probably worth my while to do that. Any cool treasure chests or anything? No, doesn't look like it, so I think we're heading down this way. Let's see. Shane Strat's being refined. I'm working on it. Obelisk, good morning to you. How are you doing today, Obelisk? Hope everything is going well with you. Yeah, I think we're heading across the bridge now, right? I believe so. Wait, is that the train? Did I have be going massively backwards? That looks like the train down there. No. I didn't just go all the way back, did I? I might have? Oh, God. I just did a ton of backtracking. That's not good. Yeah, I know the combos, but the timing window on switching from regular hits to alchemy is really tight. Let's see. MEK, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome in. I'm doing good. The game's interesting so far, although I think I just got very lost. How are you doing today? How's your weekend going? Digging the music in this game? It is pretty nice. I think I might have just backtracked the whole time.
How about this?
And I think where it says, I don't know, where it says in, is that where I'm supposed to be going? I'm not sure. Retrograde Tom, welcome in. How are you doing today, Tom? Hope everything's going good with you.
Another one.
There we go.
Thank you.
And all of them? Alright, I think that's all of them. There's no way in hell you backtracked. You don't... This doesn't look like I backtracked. I don't know. That looked like the train from before, though. I'm confused. Everything is good now that there's anime. Thank you, Tom. I'm glad. So if we have any mods around, can I get a shout out for Retrograde Tom? In is where you came from. Alright. So this is a new direction. Alright, I was confused because it looked like where we came from there. I was confused. Brooks Honor with the dueling emotes. I do appreciate that those exist. That makes me happy. So if we got anybody here that isn't following Retrograde Tom, you should jump on that. He's a fantastic retro streamer. Plays all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. And recently, I saw he was playing the new Blood Rain, which I'm very jealous of the fact he's getting to try that out. How did you like the new Blood Rain, Tom? It seemed cool. I've never played a Blood Rain before, but it's one of the ones that's always kind of been on my radar that I want to try out. So I hope you're enjoying it. There we go. It's tricky, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of mixing in that combo there. It's tough. Alright, so... let's head down here. Let's make sure this isn't where I started. I'm really hoping I didn't somehow go all the way back to the start. That'd be incredibly frustrating. I mean, we'd be grinding for XP pretty well, so that's cool. That looks like the cannon, though, doesn't it? That looks like that cannon he transmuted all the way at the beginning. Right? That's definitely the cannon. That is 100% the cannon. We backtracked. We went all the way back to the start. That's insane. That's insane and horrible, and I hate it. Let's see. Tom Blood Rain is fun, difficult in a 2002 jank way, cool vibe with its story. Alright, nice, nice. Let's see. Emmy, you're doing well. Your weekend has been good. You've been celebrating Eid el-Mubarak. Well, I hope you're enjoying it there. Having a chill weekend. I am pronouncing your name right. Excellent, excellent. Is it the cannon? Cannon, I think it is. It sure looks like it. I think we backtracked all the way back to the start then. I don't have any other way to explain it. Unless there's just another cannon sitting around somewhere, right? Like, I'll take a peek this way, but I'm pretty sure that means we backtracked. North Trestle, I'm pretty sure that's where we started. Yeah, I see the break in the tracks there. We went all the way back to the start. We backtracked all the way back. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, let's keep working on it. The way you're describing makes you want to play. I do like those janky 2000s era games. Those are very fun. Oh, Zig, you have some fond memories of the old Blood Rain game? That is awesome. See, I was hoping to play the game that was made by the people that made Blood Rain before that, which is called Nocturne, I believe. I've had some trouble actually getting to run correctly. I've heard it was kind of janky when it came out too, but it looks interesting at least. So I'm working on that one. Alright, I got Fighting Frenzy at least, and get even more XP. Hopefully this means I'll get over-leveled for all my trouble of having come down here. Got that guy. Nope. There we go, got the landing. Take this guy out, there we go. Get that bonus XP. Take these guys out too. There we go. So I think the key to successfully pulling off the combos in this game is you have to pre-enter them like you would in a fighting game. So I was trying to do it like in a timing-based game where as soon as you finish one attack, you immediately have to hit the next button. I think the real trick in here is you just have to mash the combo right off the bat. It seems like it now. Alright, so... Put that up. No, you can't hit it too fast that way either. That doesn't work. Timing is just really strange on those combos. I know I keep saying that, but I'm trying to figure it out in my head. Because it's so much more powerful than just regular attacks.
Thank you.
Alright. So this... Alright, we can just go straight through this area, so let's do that. See, I don't know if they ever could re-release Nocturne because they'd have to fix it. That seems like a tricky proposition. I don't know how doable that is. But I would like to see it be a little easier to play Nocturne as well. That would definitely get me to play it right away. Ah, and there's Fighting Frenzy off. Can't manage to keep it for very long. But I haven't totally mastered this combat system yet either. Let's see, is Fullmetal Alchemist worth a watch for somebody that doesn't watch a ton of anime? That's tough. Like, if you don't watch a ton of anime, it's hard to judge how you'd like anything. There is a lot of goofy comedy in here, but there's also some amazing action and some surprisingly dark, sad bits as well, so it's got a little bit of everything. I don't know, I think I'd recommend it. Now, granted, I haven't seen it in a very long time, so I don't know if it's the nostalgia talking, but yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think I would recommend it, yes. Alright, so it looks like in is the way backwards, I think. Yeah, this, I definitely recommend this, or recognize this. Alright. Let's see if I can spear this guy, I'm actually curious. I can hit him with the spikes, even though he's in the air. That's awesome. Fullmetal Apocalypse? Metalocalypse. Did you hear Metalocalypse is getting a movie? They're actually going to make more Metalocalypse, which is amazing. Alright, so here is where I thought I needed to jump on that pillar. Now it looks like I do need to jump on that pillar, so let's try this now. That didn't work well. You kind of need to preload the jumps, too. There's a little bit of a delay on the jumps. And if you don't take that into consideration, you're going to, fall off like I just did. Jumps aren't as responsive as I'd like, is what I'm saying.
Thank you. Another one.
There we go.
Thank you.
Now, the good thing about using alchemy in the combos, if you notice, they don't have to charge it up like you normally would. That's pretty darn nice. I should be using Al more, too. It's tough to bring him to bear, but he does a ton of damage, so if I can work that together, that'd be good. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, let's go to the end. Nope, just missed it there. Food Wars is good, but Food Wars also has some, especially early on, has some heavy fan service. And I know that does off-put people, and I totally get that. Especially if you don't expect that there's going to be boobs in your face early on. That is a thing to know about Food Wars, because if you just tell people, hey, it's a cool cooking anime, don't tell people that. Warn them, for the love of God. Is Gintama ever good? I tried to watch Gintama, but it wasn't really my thing. But then again, I don't like a lot of comedy anime. That usually doesn't do it for me. So I'm probably a bad judge. Alright, so that gets me over here. Where do I need to go from there? I need to jump up on that, and then jump over there, I guess? Alright, we got here. I'm not going to try for any chests, because I just want to get out of here. There we go, and I need to go all the way to the end and then jump across, I think. That looks like the safest way anyway. And there's a chest down there. So if we can get that, that'd be a nice bonus. Yes, Food Wars is extremely horny, which, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind that, but people should be warned that that's coming. Alright, there we go. We are now officially making progress in this game. Make sure there aren't any weird gaps in this platform that's going to dump me down to the start. I hear Al's fighting down there, and I wish he wouldn't, because we're leaving. We're leaving, Al! Alright. And there's that girl we're chasing after. Hey Ed, look up ahead. Aha! There she is. What's she doing in a dangerous place like this? You'd better help her before one of those chimeras starts snacking on her, Ed. I don't think helping her is my sole intention, Al. Hey! Wait up, you brat! Hey! Hey! That's no use. I guess she can't hear us. Alright, that's it. We gotta chase her down. Come on, Al. Whatever you say. Hey, Al's there. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I really enjoyed Food Wars. I loved that one because I think the idea of taking a cooking anime and making it very shonen is very much my shit. So I enjoyed that one very much. And yeah, I think I've seen all of it twice. That is how much I enjoyed that one. Alright, file 1's my oldest here. Let's go ahead and save over that. God, Ghost in the Shell is so good. It's, I wouldn't say it's a good starter because it's very slow and very slow, number one, and very meditative is the way I'd put it. But, yeah, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex Season 1 and 2 are in my top 10 of all time. Hey, Rin, welcome back. How did your trip to Tartarus go? Hope everything was good. Hope you were enjoying yourself. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Into the depths, I suppose. You better stay alive, girl. Don't you die before you apologize to me. Enough, Ed. Let's go in. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the most recent Ghost in the Shell, but I didn't like the look of it from what I saw. Oh, congrats, Vin. Congrats. The only food anime more shonen is Toriko. Oh my god, Toriko. Toriko is some weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Turn around! Alright, we can't turn around mid-combo. That's unfortunate. I'm starting to get the hang of that combo. Slowly, but surely. Get this guy too. See somebody else charging in for us. Charge up some alchemy. Very nice. See, look how much more quickly they go down if you get a good combo on them. Dang it. There we go. Alright. Let's check out this chest. Reloader! What is a reloader? What are these items we're getting here? Let me catch up here. Oh, Luna, Yakitate Japan. I've seen that as well. It's very good, although the last season is horrible and I hate it. But the first couple of seasons are really charming. And I felt like I learned a lot about bread making because I didn't really know much about it. Tachikomas are amazing. I love Tachikomas. They're so cute. Luna, you have a soft spot for food anime? Me too. I think I do. It's very cute stuff. Hey, Eric Director, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you are having a good day. Glad to have you with us. Let's turn up my attack and defense right there. There we go, and double check to see if we got any new accessories. We do not. Check out some of those weird items we got as well are. Alright, so Relax Herb negates paralysis. Elixir M restores 200 HP. Reloader Wood allows Ed to reload a previously used crossbow by retransmuting it. Alright, that's cool. So there is a way to reload big weapons. That's pretty cool. Red Eye Beams. That series goes so far off the rails at the end. LTG, you haven't actually seen it, but you've heard about it. Just stop at the Monaco Cup and just pretend that's the end of the series. You'll be so much happier. I promise you. Downloading it right now. Nice, nice. Stop at the Monaco Cup. A happier life you will have. Alright, so where do we want to go from here is the question. I see a door up ahead, but also there's a path down here. And I don't know which we actually want to go down, so let's try this one first, I suppose. I haven't seen the anime. I've only read the manga as well. Oh no, LTG, at least know that I warned you. Make sure you are aware that I did warn you for when things go to hell. I can't be held responsible. Oh, this guy's tough. Oh, there we go. If I hit him with alchemy, it does a ton of damage. There we go. So basically the only way I'm going to kill that guy is with alchemy. That's interesting. Alright. At least nobody's doing much damage to me. That's pretty cool. There we go. They don't give a ton of XP either. That's a little disappointing. It's the asshole anime watcher in me. Trust me, Shane, there's nothing that can top the worst anime I've ever seen. I know that, but still, I don't know that it'll be enjoyable. Luna, if you start reading again, you blame me. I'll take that blame. It's a fun series, I think. Oh, geez, how did this go? Enemies do sometimes teleport in this game. Very unpleasant. There we go. I'll just go ahead and charge up some alchemy to use on him. I think that might actually be quicker, since he gets knocked down with each shot. There we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. That makes it pretty easy. Alright, Cave Center. I should be keeping a look at these names in case this place is a maze. Because this place very well might be a maze. I can't rule that out. Somebody else is shooting at us here. God damn it. Alright, lots of guys teleporting in on us here. That's not great. Our ACL herb right there. Am I going down? I assume I'm going down here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, he's running! He's running! Equip herb. Oh yeah, we got one of those and I couldn't figure out what it's for. Alright, we got fighting frenzy. That's good. I'll make sure we don't get shot though. That is not great. There's one of them down. I tried to dodge roll, just missed. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Enemies are literally teleporting in on top of us. That's super weird. I don't know why they decided to do that. As far as game mechanics go, that's a strange decision. Also, why are the Chimeras not attacking the other enemies? Enemy ecology is an important consideration, my dudes. Alright. Not sure where we're heading this way either. Let's try over here. Cave East. I think we've been here before. Maybe we haven't been down to this level? Possibly? Go! Finish him off. Excellent. I don't know, this doesn't look familiar, so we might not have been down here to this level, maybe? Quite possibly? Alright, it is definitely quicker to take him out with the alchemy, though. I think he missed there. I tried to do some sort of spin attack there and whiffed. He's dead. Oh, there's another one, though. I just called him over, dang it. And there's Fighting Frenzy off, dang it. I didn't even realize I was in Fighting Frenzy, so I got very careless there. Alright, these guys have so much HP. Charge up again. Oh, I missed! I see a chest over here. Oh, I already got this chest, so I have been here before. I recognize where I am now. I don't know how I managed to go back here. Somehow I did. These guys are not really worth fighting. I should just get out of here. Alright, I'll finish this guy off, then we'll leave. Yeah, these guys don't really give enough XP to make it worth my while, I don't think. Alright, where are we going here? So we're back in Cave Center now. And this is where we fought the gun dude. And somehow one of them spawned in behind us. Go figure. Alright, so where are we going instead? So I think we still need to head down because I don't see any other way to go. Or maybe we're going over this way now. Don't know that we've been down here. Let's see, what's this one called? Cave North. That doesn't sound super familiar. Let's see, what do we got in here? It's like a big open cave right there. Oh, but I can't get in there. That's weird. Why not? Oh, alright, so that's probably a one-way passage. Well, shoot. That's unfortunate. Just a dead end right there. Hellsing Ultimate! Nice, nice. Alright, so where else can we go from Cave Center that sounds interesting? So we tried those ways, I think. That leads Cave East? Or no, I don't think we tried those ways. Let's see what's over this way. Hopefully not Cave East. Cave West? I don't remember if we've been down here. I don't remember that sign right in the middle there. Oh jeez! Snake birds everywhere! I should probably be trying to find more cool alchemy weapons though. Like, this spear is really nice to have and it's indestructible, so I can keep using it forever. But those katanas do enormous amounts of damage. They only last a little bit of time, but there's plenty of stuff to do alchemy to around here. I don't think that's that big of a tragedy. Hopefully there's not infinite snake birds over here, because there sure seems like a lot. The last one's making it hard. There we go. Alright, that was a lot of enemies. New treasure chest, so I might not have been down here before. I like the sound of that. Alright, let's see where this leads to. Cave North. That was the dead end we saw before. Is it not a dead end from this angle? Maybe? Find out. Oh, he already died. I actually pulled it off and it didn't matter. Alright, I made short work of those guys. That's nice. Yeah, the Major is a cool character. I just liked Hellsing all over. It was a good series, I think. I see a chest down there. Let me make sure it's not some sort of weird trap. I don't think so, though. Another elixir. Sure, I'll take that. And we are going over this way, I think. Around here? Yeah, this looks new. Oh, there's a save point down there, too. Well, I don't remember seeing a save point, so I think this is new. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's see. Saving over file 2. Get that. Whew, we got a little lost there, but I think we're making progress now. Sorry about that, folks. This has been a bit of a struggle here. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to get this lost. Of all the problems I was expecting with this game, getting lost was not one of them. Alright, so it wants me to press that button, so I guess we're heading up the elevator. Let me make sure there isn't anything else interesting in the room. There is not. Alright, set up the elevator then. Shayna's maze, I get so turned around. How are you doing today, Trey Dog? Hope you're doing well. And John, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Alright. We're making moves here, that's good. Tunnel, very exciting name. Uh-oh. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, what the heck is that? We have to run, Ed. This place is too narrow for us to put up a fight. No, wait. Am I going to just use my alchemy? There's no time for that. We gotta retreat before we get clipped and snipped by those claws. Damn it! Looks like we don't have a choice. Is this a chase sequence? Oh god, we got a chase sequence! Oh jeez! I gotta jump a little early for that. He's not doing a ton of damage, at least, because my defense is so high. Oh, how did he hit me there? Dang, I almost dodged that one. Almost. I'm getting the timing a little bit better. Look at that wind-up. Do you see him bending his knees right before I get hit? There we go. So, like, right before he stops is when I have to jump. That's so wacky. What is that? Oh, jeez, he's got shots? He has a ranged attack? Oh, God. That bought me a little distance, at least. What the? Al, we're in trouble. There's no place to run. Ed, what are we gonna do? I'm open to suggestions. Now, here it comes. Look, Mr. Crab, I don't even like seafood. Whoa! Well, that's happening now. Hope she doesn't get crabby. It's a pincer attack. Oh, God. Dead end. No, that sounds ominous. Ow. Don't worry about me. I only laid it out of my spine. Al, are you faring better? Yeah, but forget me. Look at the Chimera. Its back looks hard, but its belly seems pretty vulnerable. Bingo! If we can just flip it over on its back somehow. Alright, let's go for it, Al. Alright, so we need to find some way to flip it over on its back. And that looked like another Chimera up there. Alright, let's see what we got to use with the alchemy. There we go, we got a bomb here. Alright, let's ditch this. Oh, jeez. See if we can make it. Bomb! Oh, jeez. That was a problem. Wow, that did a lot of damage, too. Oh, we got a big old bomb here. Can I pick it up? I cannot pick it up. How do we use that, then? I gotta use an elixir, too. We're taking a ton of damage. Rub its belly, it'll turn on its back on its own, if only. That would be very convenient. Alright, let's use an elixir. We got tons of them. What happened to that bomb? Alright, let's go see if we can find another one. It's supposed to be a triangle to... Alright, now it's lit. I moved. He moved before I could get him to it. There's not too many bombs here. I wonder what happens if I use all of them up. Alright, let's try and lure him over here, and then we'll set it. No, it goes off on its own after a little bit. And he is elected not to come over here. Shoot! Alright, I'm not sure how we're going to flip on his back now. See if we can attack him from behind, I guess? Hit the crab in a pincer movement? Worth a shot. Also, I see a chest over here. I'm going to grab that too. If I can. Fire element? That sounds cool. Did the tackle do anything? Oh yeah, the tackle flips him over. Sometimes. Ow. Shoot! Alright, this is hard. Oh, L's down! L's down, that's not good. Maybe I can use alchemy to flip him over? Just hit him with like a rock block or something? That didn't work. There we go! Alright. I see what we're doing now. I think we can probably pull this off. Let's use another elixir though. This is going to be very difficult. Tell a defensive joke! Alright, Gamagumo, you take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you around. Alright, so elixir... Let's see, I don't think we can use an elixir on Alphonse to revive him, can we? No, we can't. I don't think we have any way to res people. That seems like an oversight. Ow. Oh, I can use alchemy! I can use alchemy to res! That's cool. There we go. Alright, distract him for a bit. I'll charge up my alchemy. Ow. And there was a charge. And... Nope! And then he started spinning as soon as I tried to get him. There we go. Alright, we're wearing him down slowly. He's on his last health bar. That's a good thing. Ow. I think we can do this. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll work. There we go. Finish him! No, shoot! He got back up. There, oh, I don't think we actually got him flipped there. No, shoot! Oh, I can't see! Gotta get out of here. Oh, it didn't even work! Can't see a thing. This camera's not helping me very much. There we go. Whew! There we go. Got him finished off. Can alchemy Nuki? We can make explosives with alchemy. We made that big cannon before, so kinda. Oh. Resing some of the alchemy. I mean, I think what they'd do is they'd give the typical RPG excuse, which is that he wasn't dead, he was just unconscious. I'd think. Eat a bag of shell, I love it. Thank you for the GG. Boss defeated, time 5 minutes 10 seconds, max combo 9, alchemist rank C. No bonus points, and we get an armlet of accuracy, which sounds cool. Mostly dead. There you go. Rex says, welcome in. How are you doing? Woohoo! A lifetime supply of crab dip for everybody. This is not legit. Who the heck is making these chimeras? Your guess is as good as mine. Who would make so many, and why? Damn it, why does it always have to be this way? Huh? The goings on the train, these chimeras? Why does all this stuff keep getting in our way? Maybe what goes around comes around? You're not exactly an angel yourself, Ed. You know, Ed, you lost sight of the girl, too. Yeah, you don't have to remind me. Where the heck could she have gone anyway? You would have seen it if the chimeras got her. Maybe she made it out of here already. That's pretty unlikely. How could you make it through all those monsters? You think there's a link between her and the chimeras? Let's just get out of here for now. I think I'm standing in chum. Stabbed by 2,000 blades, just unconscious. Just a little bit uncomfy is all. A little bit under the weather. Let nothing go to waste even with your enemies. I like it. I like it. Major, it's me. My apologies for interrupting you during your busy day, Colonel. Never mind. I got your report. So you're on your way from Risen Bull to Central, correct? So how is everyone doing? Are they safe? Yes, everyone is safe. I shall report the details later, but to summarize the situation. There were no casualties amongst crew or passengers. Our suspect is still at large. Very well. Is Fullmetal there? Let me talk to him. Well, sir. What's wrong, Major? The Elric brothers already headed off for the nearest station in Hiessgart. Hiessgart, sorry. What? Hiessgart? You fool. Why did you let them go all by themselves? Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Don't you know what's going on in Hiessgart right now? Sir? No, I had received a report from the brothers about Alchemist gathering there, but... So you hadn't heard about the report that Central received? Fine, I shall head there myself. I will give you additional details when I arrive. Stay put, Major. Yes, sir. One of my subordinates is already undercover in Hiessgart. I shall have her look after the Elric brothers for the time being. It's the number one reason to be a werewolf in Skyrim, so you can eat your enemies afterwards and not let them go to waste. Reusing is good for the environment, I'm told. Alright, let's make a good post-boss save right there. Well earned, I'd say. That was a tough boss. Not always for great reasons, because we couldn't get the camera to play nice. There's no lock-on in this game. I feel like lock-on would definitely help. Especially for big bosses like that. Alright, next location is... Hiessgart. Alright. We have reached the town we're trying to get to. Let's see if we can catch a train out of here like the brothers wanted to. They don't go to your waist, they go to your hips, damn it. Well, here we are in Hiessgart at last. But what the? Ed, look at the town. What happened here? I don't get it. Looks like a ghost town. This better not have anything to do with those chimeras. Well, I don't think we can rule out the possibility of that. Gotta be kidding! You think we'd have enough muscle to trash the town? Professor, do you think he's alright? Ed, we really should try to see him. We don't need to chit-chat, but we should make sure that he and Celine are both safe. Yeah, you're right. I doubt the train's running in any case. Let's have a look around town. Maybe some stragglers were left behind. I'm really worried about the professor. Stay sharp, Al. This place is swarming with those damn chimeras. Alright. Oh, I don't have a weapon now either. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Thank you.
Wow, jeez! Got a stronger version of these. Little reskin guy.
Thank you.
Oh, let's see what this is. Mounted bow? Let's see if I can do any damage with this thing from up here. Oh, it's hard to aim. Oh, there's a little fence here that's not making things any easier either. And hit one of the flyers with it? Not really. They're joking me. I'm really bad at this, it turns out. There we go, got one of them. I accomplished something. I'll take it. There's another one too. Good deal. How about that guy way over there? Can I get any hits on him? No, I think he's too high up. Dang it. Oh, there's a guy over here, too. Gotta level up, nice. Oh, he tried to jump, but he didn't make it. The poor guy. Alright, what is this thing that I can transmute it to? I don't know. Oh, is that a grenade? I've got grenades now. I've made grenades with my awesome alchemical powers. Well, that's friggin' badass. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to jump down. Let's try this thing out. Oh, he does 1 damage, or did he block? Oh, there we go. He was blocking the first time. Well, if we catch him when he's not blocking, it does some decent damage. I like it, I like it. Only 2 left, though. There we go. Go ahead and ditch this last one so we can do some more alchemy. Ooh, there's that samurai sword I know I like. There we go. I don't know if there was any chests in the area, so I'm looking around for goodies. Wow, that's one heck of a fire. Ed, wasn't the professor's house just past this gate? You think so? I can't remember. In any case, there's no way we're getting past that inferno. I know, we could do something if only that fountain were working. I guess we'll just have to find another path. Come on, Al. Yeah. There we go! That insta-kill is so good! I don't know what triggers it, but I like it. Unfortunately, this thing breaks very easily, so I'm not going to get to use it for super long. I can see a chest over there. Now these guys have respawned. Got that one? Nice! And that broke it. Didn't last long, but it was good while it was here. And here's my good old trusty spear. Not very exciting, but it'll get the job done. Alright, and the flyers keep respawning. Keep taking them out, I suppose. There's only 2 hits. Oh, he dropped an item, but it's out of bounds. Shoot. Rude! Alright, so we're heading over this way, I suspect. Looked like there was a path over here anyway. Got all distracted by that item up there. Also, I think I got some bonus points, don't I? Yes, I do. And that will go into attack and defense once again. Good deal. And new items, or new accessories, I mean. Oh, dang it. There we go. Armlet of Accuracy is what we have. An accessory from Ed automates Accu Strikes. I don't know what an Accu Strike is, so I probably want that. Let's try that out and see what that does. And then Alphonse, got Vitality up, and yeah, it should be good. Alright, what is an Accu Strike? Let's see if we can find out. Probably getting a 3-hit combo on this guy. Is that it? I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's actually even good. But there's definitely something happening. We'll see if we can figure out numerically whether that's a good thing for us. Oh, it does seem to do a lot of damage. So with that, even if I don't manage to pull off the alchemical combo, I'll still be doing a good chunk of damage. I think that's probably worth my while. Dang it.
Another one. Another one.
There we go. Still, the alchemical combo is clearly the winner there. Does so much damage. Alright, upper suburbs. Progress happening here. New music, it's kind of snazzy. I think I like it. Ooh, we can get a weapon for Al here.
Ow! Okay, here we go!
Al, grab that big ass sword, because that looks awesome. We got a baddie over here. Let's start in on him.
How about this? Another one!
Yeah, that goes down so fast if you pull that off. Oh, jeez, that was another one that literally dropped in on us.
Another one! Another one!
These guys are way too strong without using those special weapons.
Take that! Take that! Take that!
I think they give good XP, though. Yeah, they do give some pretty good XP. And if you can keep wailing on them, you can stun locked enough that you don't have to really worry. They do block sometimes, though, which is rude. Go! Come on! With those AQ strikes! I really wish I knew how you're supposed to do an AQ strike. All I really know about them is it said that you were supposed to just hit the button with good timing after you finish a combo, but I never quite figured out how that was.
Okay.
There we go, that guy's down. Who is he fighting? There's another one back here? God damn it.
Another one! Another one!
The alchemy is once again doing so much damage, it's almost necessary. Also, I noticed sometimes I'm getting bonus XP, and I can't quite tell why I'm getting bonus XP, which is weird. Alright, can we get Al another weapon before we start moving? No, we cannot. None of these are weapons for Al, unfortunately. There is another samurai sword over here. I'd like that. Nope, set it down. Nope, come on. Samurai sword. Al's taking such a beating over there. It's not great. God, that does so much damage. And that broke it already. It can only take a couple of hits there, my gosh. Right, I'll just go ahead and grab my spear again. Nothing else good in the area. Alright. Get ready to hit this guy with some alchemy, give him a good stun lock, or we can just keep walking. We can just keep walking and bypass him entirely. That works too. There's nothing over here, though.
How about this?
What are we supposed to be doing in this area? I don't know. Did we need to defeat that guy? Is that a thing? Oh, there's another chest down there. Oh! Water pipe's broken. Hey, see that, Ed? Looks like a broken water pipe. I don't suppose fixing this would make the fountain back at the plaza start working again. Huh, that's a possibility. Guess we can patch it up and see what happens. Patch away. Alright, that's kind of a cool thing. Got a little bit of a puzzle-solving thing, I suppose. Pipe fixed! There we are. Let's go back and see if the fountain's working now. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, looks like we're surrounded. When did they get here? Aw, they always sneak up when your back's turned. Let's whip them, Al. Oh, jeez, there's so many of them. Come on. Oh, it's these big guys I'm worried about. They do so much damage. Take down as many of the small fries first. Make sure they don't get us from behind. and then we'll see if we can keep moving. Al's in bad shape, though. Al's gonna drop at this rate. Oh, dang it. And I'm not in a good shape here. Ain't in a good position. Charge up. There we go. Why do I keep aiming towards that wall? That's really bad. Oh god, I'm almost dead. Watch out, Mario! Ed's stealing your... It's him! Edward! No, Ed's using elixir. I almost died there. Holy crap. These guys are definitely tough. Ow! Also, I want to get this chest. Ow! Maybe not worth my while. Oh, dang it. I'm really getting walled in by these guys. There's too many of them. I'm going to have to use another elixir. Oh, no! I can't use items? Is that a thing? No, I can use items. I can't use alchemy, maybe. That's not great. Alright. I need to get some distance and possibly see if I can find some better alchemy to use here. Also, let's just take that guy straight out.
Thank you.
Good dodge. Do good dodge. Get out of here. What can I make with the alchemy around? Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't use alchemy right now. Shoot. So the best I can use is this. Ow! I don't know what locked my alchemy, but I don't like it. Missed. It's really hard to just miss these guys here too, since there's no lock on, which is unpleasant. Fighting Frenzy is on. That should be a good thing. A little bit extra damage at least. If I can actually land any hits on these guys. Alright, one of them's down. Still so many more. So many more. Well, we'll start in on them, I suppose. Nothing else for it. I had Fighting Frenzy on again? Oh yeah, I did have Fighting Frenzy on. Didn't get to make much use of it. Didn't look like it was doing that much bonus damage, though. Alright. See, every time I hear Elixir, I have the urge to sing that Sweetie Todd song. Oh god, I would sing that one, but that is way out of my range. I'm not even close to being able to do that one well. Finish this one off. Oh, dang it. I gotta see if there's an item that can give me back my alchemy, because this is really unpleasant. Let's see. Not Equip Herb. Not Detox Herb, I don't think. Not Relax Herb, I don't think. ALC Herb could be it? I'm not 100% sure what fixes that. Hopefully it'll go away after the area, if nothing else. God, there's so many dudes here. And alchemy is like the only way to do good damage to these dudes. Alright, that's another one down. We got two more. Right, I gotta use Al here too. Make things a little easier if I can get him charging. I think I did some good charge damage. I hope. That little scream there! I haven't heard him do that before. That's goofy. Ah, shockwave attack. I'm probably gonna have to use another elixir here. Not a miracle elixir, just a normal elixir. Yeah, we're gonna have to use another elixir. We're in bad shape. We still got plenty of them, so I'm not too worried about it. But man, we are taking wheeled on. And I'm missing all of my landings, so I'm taking a while to get back up. And Al's down! So no more having him distract for me unless I can get out of here and find him. And I can't use alchemy, so I can't get him back up. That's super unpleasant. Wow, that shockwave has a bigger range than I realized. I have to be ready to dodge whenever that's happening. Otherwise I'm in trouble. Alright, that's another one dead. I can just focus on this one now, and I think I can do that. Alright, cool, cool. They're all down. We're good. We're good. Let's get the heck out of here. And I still cannot use alchemy, so I should probably just try using some random items and see what fixes this, honestly, because this is horrible. Oh wait, can I look under status and see what I have? It doesn't show that I have any special status there. So that's unhelpful. I'll try using the alchemy herb then. Alright, cool, that did cure it. So that's a good thing. I can do alchemy again. There we go. Oh, it feels good to be doing that again. Make sure I don't get hit by that. That's gonna make these things a lot faster if I can land those combos. But you know, not guaranteed. There we go. And I got Frenzy on, that's a good thing too. God, these things have so much HP. I really should have just avoided these guys. I should have been fighting them. But I wanted the XP. Wanted the XP real bad. There we go, that one's good. I'm in Fighting Frenzy too, so in theory I'm getting more XP than usual. Come on, finish him off! This is really tough! Wow, alright. And I'm going to use another elixir too. We have used so many of these in just this one area. The difficulty feels like it's soaring. It might just be this one area, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not everywhere it's going to be like this now, but this is tough. Alright, we got to get back to the town square, and there's another big guy right there. Wow, and he's... Oh, he charges. There's Fighting Frenzy. I was trying to hit him with some alchemy. Thought I was being all clever. And he misses with the tackle, too. Alphonse is really hard to do anything interesting with. And still hard to get that alchemy combo. Oh, come on. Nope. And... Alright, I didn't get another knockdown at least. That's a good thing. I really hope every area isn't like this with just giant balls of HP. That would be super unpleasant. I didn't quite get this far when I was testing the game, so I really don't know what happens after this. I think we're heading back this way, though. Yeah, this is the way we came from, so this will take us back to the town square, and that's where we're headed to. And yes, in case you're wondering, I do now have Pirelli's Miracle Elixir stuck in my head, so thanks for that. Think you have a lot of damage reduction? That's possible, too. It might just be that they're, not taking as much damage as I'd like them to, in which case alchemy is going to be all the more useful. Because alchemy seems to cut through the damage reduction for the most part. Alright. Those guys aren't so bad, just the big ape dudes are frustrating to fight. Alright, the fountain is running again. That's probably what we need. See if we can clear out some of these guys. And I'll make my way over to it. No worries, Lost, no worries, we're getting through, we're getting through. Ed, we were right, the fountain's working again. Just call me Mr. Fix-It. Let's see what I can do here.
Thank you.
Make sure nothing's gonna ambush me immediately. And then we'll start working on this. probably gonna have to take this guy out as much as I don't want to. Oh, the other one's coming over here soon! Get out of there, let's get some distance. Go ahead and charge up my alchemy. And this one should be the weak one, I think. Tackle move, I like it. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but it knocks the guy down at least. That's important. Alright, there's a level up as well. Stone spikes powered up. What does that mean? I don't know, maybe my stone spikes do a little bit more damage? That'd be cool. Or maybe they get to another level of charge? I wasn't really sure. Why are you doing that? Hit the guy. There we go. Alright, he's down. They got something called a special potion from right there. I'll have to check out what that is in a bit. First, let's try transmuting the fountain. Perfect. That'll do the trick. That's a lot of water. Yep, there we go. But does Shane wake up every morning in shame and despair? Yes. Yes. Diminished and extinguished. Fire's out, move along. Good job, Ed. But, what the heck is that thing? Huh? What's the matter? Come on, let's go, Al. There's always something odd about the details in Ed's transmutations. Just turned into a fire hydrant, though they probably don't know what fire hydrants are. Which is goofy, but it's Fullmetal Alchemist anime type goofy, so that works. Alright. Let's see, I think I got a level up, so let's see. Bonus points? 2 bonus points. Let's spend them on attack and... yeah, attack and defense. That'll be good. Let's see. Lost, thank you for redeeming posture check. Oh, I do need one of those. That'll help. Take a moment, take a breath, stretch out. That's a good thing. Oh, there we go. Never heard of the song? Oh man, you're lucky then. You don't have it stuck in your head all day. Alright. And Al's about to level up too, so that'll be good. Get him some more strength and durability. Lower suburbs, new area. Wonder what the boss of this area is going to look like. The enemies have been so beastly, I'm a little worried. Fighting frenzy on, excellent. Get that bonus XP. I saw a samurai sword back here and I want it. Oh shoot. Bad timing! I have so little range with that thing, that's not great. I got the samurai sword, let's take some dudes down. So good. So good! I did need that, seriously, thank you. Very much appreciated. Is there another enemy that's spawning behind us? There it is. Wait, did my samurai sword break already?
Thank you.
I don't see it. It must have broken already. Jesus. One shot. It must be random. RNG when that thing breaks. Well, that's unpleasant. Let's head this way. I think this is it, Ed. If memory serves me right, this is the professor's house. Wait, Al, don't get too close yet. First, we should check and see if there's any chimeras hiding nearby. No, not in sight. Guess the area is clear. It's starting to come back to me now. The roof and those windows, we're in the right place. There's no doubt about it. It's just that it looks like there's no one inside. And no lock on the door. Maybe a berserk chimera whacked it off and then... Let's say that. Hey, Professor Hazelstein! Celine! Hello? Anybody home? Hey! Hey, come on! Professor? Celine? Anyone? Say something! Guess no one's home. Listen, do you smell something? Oh! Bad guys. Yo! Ah! What the heck is this? They're chimeras, Ed. We have been fighting them for the entire course of the... I know that, dummy, but I thought you said the area was clear of these things. Well, they probably came to see what all the yelling was about. Oh, right. Just blame everything on... Wait, this isn't exactly the best time for us to quarrel, is it? Here they come, Ed. And once again, just fighting a boatload of bad dudes. Well, at least it's a weaker kind here. And Drifted, you don't remember Stegosaurus and Fullmetal Alchemist? They're saying they're chimeras, but it is convenient how there's just a big variety of them. Jeez, I guess this town really has become a hotbed for chimeras. You were right, Ed. This house is abandoned. And I guess the chimera got the professor already. Would you please stop that? Maybe the professor and Celine made it out in one piece. You're right. Let's go a little further into the town. This music is pretty good, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. Alright, got a treasure chest over here. Another special potion. What are those? What is the special potion? Adds 1 special attack icon to your HP bar. Alright, so if you really need a special, you got that. That makes sense. I haven't used any of the specials yet. So they're not super convenient to put together. But I'll see what we can do. Oh, hey! Get a weapon for Al over here.
There we go.
There we go.
How about this? Take this.
There we go. Alright, now we're feeling better.
Another one.
Oh, that's so much damage.
Take that.
Yeah, they go down to a pretty reasonable time if I can get the alchemy attacks in there. That speeds this up so much. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So good. I got that guy. Oh, of course, Al's fighting 2 of them.
Another one. Take that.
This guy's blocking, but that's okay. As long as he's not attacking anybody, that's fine. For right now. Come on! That alchemy in there. Alright, that one's down. 1 left. Hopefully Al's softened him up a good amount. I was hoping I could hit him right before he swung, but no, he's pretty fast. And there's another one over there. At least I can charge up before I get to him this time. There we go. Start with that. That'll make things easier. And of course, for some reason, there seems to be a tiny bit of auto-targeting in the game, and it doesn't seem to work very well. You notice how I keep just randomly attacking away from the enemy, like that. It's so weird. I don't know why he's doing that. I'm pressing the control stick towards the enemy when he does that. So I haven't quite figured out what the motivation is there. He's down. Charge up again. Break his rhythm. Kill the flyer. Oh, there's just over here. You grab that too. Another alchemy herb. Good, we only had the 1. Probably gonna need that. Oh, dang it! Oh, that did hit him a little bit. I can charge up alchemy between shots too if I need. Al, you want to get over here? There we go, he's down. Sweet! Moving on. Let's keep getting through here. Or should I be putting more points into Alchemy, I wonder? I don't know. Alchemy does do a lot of damage, but it's tricky to mix in. Wonder if I can do a combo that starts with Alchemy. I don't think I can. That would be neat, though. Oh, there's regular enemies now. That's a nice change. Well, that probably means there's going to be... Yeah, there's going to be an Alchemist right there, and dude with a crossbow. That's not great. Still, it's kind of a nice change from all the chimeras. Dodge! See if we can take out the ranged guys here first, because they're going to be the most annoying otherwise. No, got him. Another guy right behind me. Alright, yeah, that's much more welcome than fighting chimeras. I like it. I don't like that they keep spawning in around me. Who is... Oh, there's the guy shooting over there. Alright, that guy's down. Excellent. That cog sequence reminds me of transparent cassette tapes. Oh yeah, from way back in the day. I used to have some of those way back when. What the heck is this? What is that? A boomerang? I'm curious, I'll admit. What the heck is the boomerang here? Give it a shot. Plenty of enemies up here. Wow, that does decent damage. I like this. Who knew the boomerang would be such a trump card in here? I'm impressed. It means I don't have a melee attack, though. As long as it's around. But still, look at how quick that cleared all those dudes out. My gosh. I think I can live with not having a melee attack for a bit. Oh, I can melee attack with it a little bit. Kind of. Oh, jeez, there's so many dudes here. Holy crap! And there's Fighting Frenzy, though. So many Alchemists. Luckily, they go down pretty fast. Where's this last guy? There we go. Got him. I thought there was a save point around here, but I'm not seeing it now. Maybe I can't get to it immediately. Boomerang is pretty cool in Dragon Quest as well. I still have never played a Dragon Quest game. That's something I gotta get to eventually. Hopefully on stream. Hopefully that is a thing I will do on stream. How does this guy keep teleporting in? Rude! There we go. No, he just immediately respawned! The rules for how enemies respawn in this game are ridiculous. I like that, though.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome and basically just free XP. I'll try taking these guys down, but then after that we need to get the heck out of here. Alright, I think we're good. Let's leave!
Thank you.
Alright, there is a save point near here, but I don't see how to get to it. Actually, is this the way we came in? This was the way we came in. Shoot, we're just heading backwards now. Let's see, I don't know where I left my boomerang, but it'll come back to me! Perfect. Somebody had to do that. Somebody had to go that route. I'm glad it was you. It's an invisible wall for some reason. Here we go. Let's see, where are we heading from here? Over this way, it looks like? Oh, there's just a chest over here. I'll take that. I think we might be able to jump down from back there. I wasn't sure if it was a full wall. Let's take a look. Oh, it says there's a ladder over here. Oh, that's probably what we're doing, right? Yeah, there we go. Driftin, you're taking off. Alright, thanks for hanging around, Driftin. Hope you had a fantastic time watching. We will see you around. You take care of yourself as well. Don't know where that save point is, but we'll track it down. Hopefully over this way? I think it'd have to be. It's so great, the double hit is so nice too. Oh jeez. Hit him right as he spawned in, that's pretty awesome. There we go. This is so fun! done!
Thank you.
I can't believe I never used a boomerang before this. This is amazing. Alright, I see the save point down there, so let's just go straight for that first of all. Feels like it's been a while since we saved, and I can see L's hurting real bad, and I'm not in spectacular shape either. Looks like a set number per area. That could be it as well. Could be a set number of spawns in each zone. You might very well be right. Alright, go back to file 1. Alright. And is the way forward over here? Do we want to head down here? Yeah, I think this is the way forward. There's chest. And hit these alchemists with the power. I can throw a punch if it's gone long enough. That's kind of funny. Not a very good punch, but I can throw a punch. Alright, this looks like the way out of the area. Nice save! Thank you. This area is surprisingly long. I thought we would have run into a boss by now. Lakeside South. Oh wow, that is a lot of enemies. And of course that tree has collision. Oh my god, I love this boomerang! Oh my god, we're getting so much XP from this thing. Ow. And that only does 1 damage to me. So I may as well take some dudes down here. 100 XP, beautiful. A little hard to aim in melee range, but that makes sense.
Get him! Leave it to me!
Come on, finish him off. There we go. What is that thing? Oh, there's bombs. There's bomb enemies from Final Fantasy in here, because of course there is. Nice, there's a level up. Go spend those bonus points immediately on attack and defense. Alright. And I don't see any chests in here. I'm like, should I be getting chests, or do I just need to get from point A to point B here? That might be all it is.
Get him! Leave it to me!
Let's see if I can hit both of these with this. That would be awfully handy. It is very nice when I can hit multiple enemies with that. It does give me much joy. Look at that! So much. I don't even know what I'm killing here. I just see enemies dropping in the background. It's wonderful. Give some additional effects to the boomerang, like fire. I know supposedly you can imbue some things with elements, but I don't really know how that works. I'll have to look that up between streams. I assumed I was getting a tutorial eventually, but we haven't so far. But supposedly, yeah, you can imbue things that you craft with elements. Which, you know, that's a cool system to have, too. Elemental enhancements, I always dig that. Alright, I think we took everything down. Most of them, anyway. A couple things in the back here. What are those things? They look like a cross between pufferfish and hornets. Which, whoever made that, I hate you? I think I hate you with a ferocious passion? Because why would you do that? Why would you combine a pufferfish and a hornet? That's just me. There we go. That does really bonkers damage, too. I think I'm gonna keep this. Like, the one thing is, if I run into a boss, I imagine this probably isn't gonna be good to have against a boss, but when I'm just fighting regular enemies, this is incredible. It's a puffnet! Oh god, it's horrible. Why? Why would you put those two things together? It lives in my nightmares now. John, well spoken, well spoken. Oh jeez. I'm trying to take these squid things down wherever I see them because they seem to be pretty aggro overall, so I don't want one coming from behind me like that one. It's trying to sneak up on me. Fighting Frenzy as if I need to be doing more damage with this thing. Oh god. Got them both with that one. And those bombs just appeared out of thin air. Is there... I saw an alchemy symbol. Does that mean there's alchemists around here somewhere? Summoning those things? Well, that'd be mean. It smells and it stings. I don't need that in my life. That sounds horrible. It sounds absolutely disastrously bad. Oh, there's chimeras in the water, too. What the hell? You expect me to go in there? Ow, I don't like the water, Ed. I'm gonna have to wipe my feet dry later before I rust. Huh? Al, over there! What? What? Are more chimeras headed away? No, I saw a silhouette moving that direction. It's gotta be that Brett. What Brett? Oh, her? I totally forgot about that girl. Let's move, Al. Whoa. Wait up, Al. Ed, sorry. Oh god, there's flying fish chimeras now too, because of course there are. They appear to have a decent chunk of HP as well, so I'm not going to be one-shotting them. They don't even give a ton of XP. So yeah, I guess we have to cross the water. There's so many enemies in there, though. Yay, Tomb Raider chest under the waterfall? It's classic. Every video game has got to have secrets under the waterfall. It's a rule. It's a rule. Respect the waterfalls. Let's go for that and see what that chest is. Just a small elixir, but I'll take it. Alright, let's get the heck out of here and let's just leave. I don't want to get stuck in that river. I'm pretty sure that'll kill us both. And I don't mind skipping the enemies because I'm pretty sure we're doing pretty good on XP after all of the accidental grinding we did there. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And, ooh, having higher ground is not good with the boomerang. Just goes right over them there. Alright, so we'll grab the chest and we'll take off. That's fine. You're not putting treasure behind the waterfall? What are you even doing as a game designer? Rex says asking the real questions right there. That's what I believe. There's just certain etiquette that you gotta follow when you're doing game design. Put cool things behind the waterfalls. See these flowers? Aren't they pretty? I got them all by myself. He said he needed them for his experiments, but it's okay. I'll just leave one with you. Well, I guess I gotta go. You told me to be back home early. I'll be back again. Bye, sis. Al, over here. She came this way, I'm sure of it. Wait up, Ed. Jeez, you don't have to run so fast. Wait, where did she go? Damn it, I lost her again. Where are you hiding, you brat? Just give it up already. This isn't the time to be playing tag. I'm curious about the girl too, but we have to make sure the professor is safe first. Oh god, I counter that scene. Besides, if we can't catch a train, we'll have to figure out another way to get to Central. I know, but she came crashing down on my head. Edward Elric's head. And... well, wait a minute, Al. What is this place? Tombstones and a church? Huh? I was so busy trying to catch up with you, I didn't even realize where we were. Talk about a dead zone. Ghost Town's graveyard. Let's get out of here, Al. Look at this first, Ed. The flower in that grave. Same as the ones the girl was carrying. So that girl was here after all, visiting someone's grave. You mean that brat went through all those dangerous areas just to pick some lousy flowers? Maybe the person buried here meant that much to her. Here lies in eternal sleep, Celine Eselstein. Celine Eselstein? What? Al, Ed, this is Celine's grave. But I never thought a reunion with Celine would be like this. So Celine is dead. I wonder if it was the chimeras. I don't think so. The date carved in the stone is from a while ago. It was only a few days after we went back to Doubleth. What? Really? Right after we left, huh? Jeez. We'd only met once, but man, what a shock. I can't believe it. Me neither. Now I regret not being able to say a proper goodbye for the last time. Now I'm worried about the professor more than ever. My goodness, I didn't think there would still be anyone out here. Huh? Oh, hello. Would you happen to be the pastor of this church? Yes, but who are you? You look as if you're from out of town. No need to be suspicious of us. We're here by, accident. I don't know how you got here, but take my advice and leave this area immediately. Hey, no problem with that. Tell us that the trains are running and we're out of here. Unfortunately, the trains have been out of service for quite some time. We were afraid of that. What now, Ed? I don't have a clue. It is unsafe for us to speak out here. If we are to chat, we must do inside the church. Come. Huh? Oh, wait, Pastor? This way. It may not look like much, but it's safer than outside. Perhaps a bit self-centered, but guess it won't hurt to listen to him for now. You're right. And of course I have to fight through enemies to actually follow an old man. Because that makes sense. Alright. Let's fight our way through the graveyard. Oh, I've still got the boomerang, right? I forgot I had this. For some reason, I got so used to the idea of having the, spear. Alright, let's get a new weapon for Al, though.
Ow! Okay. Here we go.
There we go. It looks like there's a save point up at the top of the stairs, so I want that. Celine is dead! Who is Celine? A random character that they mentioned from their past at the start of the game. How are you doing, Radivarius? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Glad to have you joining us. Alright, save point, please. Alright, we'll save this over save 2. Doing good, how's you? Not too bad. It's an interesting game so far. The combat isn't spectacular, but it's interesting enough. I'm digging it. Are you at all familiar with Fullmetal Alchemist? Ah, you two. I don't believe I got your names yet. I'm Alphonse Elric, and this is my brother. Edward Elric. What happened to Hiessgart? It's a chimera-infested ghost town. No trains running? Dangerous to go outside? It's all because of the chimeras, isn't it? So you already found out about those unholy beasts. It was only a few months ago. Those monsters simply came out of nowhere and destroyed the town. The citizens fled their homes or were simply killed. Such a fate for a once peaceful town. That's awful. Shouldn't the military in charge of this area be doing something? For some reason, the military is not taking proactive measures against these monsters. After such a long time of peace, I'm not sure if the Hiessgart military could be of any aid. And Central can send in the cavalry themselves. Just tell us how to get there and we'll tell them about what happened to Hiessgart once we arrive. Central bound, eh? The best way would probably be through New Hiessgart. New Hiessgart? Yes, it was built by refugees from our town. You could catch a train from there. Well, that's good news. Let's head there right away and... Wait a minute. That wouldn't be the town that Professor Eselstein built. Ah, so you knew the professor. Indeed, he spearheaded the new Hiessgart construction effort. So the professor's alive? Oh, what a relief. Have you heard anything about Alchemist congregating there? Alchemist? No, I'm afraid not. Never mind then. We'll see for ourselves once we arrive. Is it far from here? No, but it will be dark soon. More monsters will come. You should wait until the morn. I'll pass. We don't have that kind of luxury. Thanks, Gramps. Let's go, Al. Yeah, thank you very much, Pastor. What? Wait, boys! We're back. What is going on out there? It's chimeras as far as the eye can see. Smoly Oaks! It actually says that on screen. Let's see, Radivarius a little bit. I know that Al lost his body and Ed lost his arm and leg. Worst science fair project ever. Can confirm. Ho ho! Those monsters seem to grow in number and become more aggressive after sundown. Don't worry, there's plenty of food and shelter here. You should just stay for the night. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. It's getting late, Ed. Man, just when I thought we could get back to real civilization, we're stuck here for a night. I guess Harmony didn't come today. Had she stopped by, you boys wouldn't have been so bored. Harmony? Who's that? A girl from town who's about your age. Odd how she's never attacked by the chimeras. Even though I tell her how dangerous things are outside the town, she always comes around. Huh, doesn't get attacked by chimeras. Ed, weren't we just, talking about a girl like that? Hey, Gramps, girl wouldn't be a brat with short red hair, would she? Ah, yes, that's her. So you already know Harmony? Did I know her? You wouldn't believe the torment she put me through. Truth be known, sir, we ended up here because we were kinda chasing after her. I mean, I think it was just an accident, but Ed really seems quite obsessed. You don't call a crash landing on someone's head an accident! But I think she was here. There's flowers on Celine's grave. Is that so? So Harmony was here to visit Celine's grave again. Ed, don't you wonder how that girl knew Celine? Now that you mention it, I don't think the professor had any other kids besides Celine. You said you two were alchemists. Is that how you know Wilhelm and Celine? Well, we'd only met a long time ago. Actually, we just found out about Celine today, and we're still shocked. Had she been sick? Well, the cause of Celine's death is still unclear. It was apparently some kind of accident, but her body was never recovered. Her body wasn't recovered? The professor would only say it was an accident. No one had the heart to pursue it further. What do you suppose happened? The professor probably wanted to take care of things himself. Funeral services can be expensive. I'm pretty sure that was not what the professor was thinking.
Are they inside? Well, then they are yours to have.
Oh crap!
That's the chimera from before.
You boys up for showing a lady a good time?
Well, I was looking for the boss battle. I think we just found it! Whoa, what is it doing up there? Oh, jeez. The heck is it doing up there? And I can't hit it with a boomerang when it's that high either, I don't think. Maybe? No, I don't think I can. What the heck are we supposed to do then? Just throwing stuff at us. If I get it down from there, we could do something. Make sure Ed's got a weapon for when it does come down. Oh, he's already got a sword. Alright. Well, that's good at least. Anything else interesting I can make in here? Anything ranged? I can do this. Make that into a ranged weapon. I gotta drop my boomerang for a second. Oh, there's no way I can hit him up there, though. Shoot, that's not good. Where'd my boomerang go? No! Oh, there it is. Ow! Worth. Gonna hug you with its teeth? I think it is. Oh, we gotta find some way to hit it. Maybe on the upper floor there's another ranged weapon we can make. Bombs, that's not a good ranged weapon. Another boomerang, here we go. I think I can hit it with this. Oh no, wrong button. That only does 1 damage to it? Well, that's certainly not gonna kill it. Rude. No, let's just go through his legs. And we're out of ammo. Get my boomerang and see if there's anything else. How am I supposed to knock him down? I can try hitting the chandelier too. Let's see what we can do. Ow! He knocks me out of there very easily. I'm hitting his hand there. And that one's out of ammo. Boomerang again. See if we can find another one up here. Nope, that's all the ranged weapons we got up here. And maybe we can deflect the thing it's throwing? I don't think so. Ooh. What is this? I don't remember making that. Oh no, that is the thing I made, and then I'm like, oh, I can't reach it. Well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, let's see if I can hit back the things it's throwing. Maybe that's the trick. I did actually hit him with a boomerang there. So it can be done, but that's clearly not how you're supposed to be fighting him. There has to be something I'm missing here. You can reload them, but only with the items. And since it's only doing 1 damage per shot, I'm not sure it's worth my while to reload it. There we go! He fell! Let's get down there. See if we can get him with some... Oh, no, he went back up! No, he didn't go back up. Cool. I got him with some alchemy, but even that doesn't do much damage. Shoot! Alright, Al's doing some good damage at least. That's a good thing. I'm still doing pretty decent damage with the boomerang at least. That's something. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm dodging too. Cosplay Diver, you played this game before, have you? That's awesome. Oh, dang it, he sealed my alchemy. That's gonna be a problem. Well, not like we were using it to do much damage. Might not be a huge issue. Oh, there's a pew there. I'm like, why can't I move there? Excuse pew. Alright, I'm gonna have to use a healing item pretty soon. I'm definitely taking some hits here. But how are you doing today, Cosplay Diver? How's the weekend treating you so far? Oh, please tell me you didn't just go up to the chandelier. Oh, I think you did. Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna use an elixir real quick, because I'm not gonna want to redo this battle. And we got plenty of elixirs, so I don't mind using one. Doing good, glad to hear, glad to hear. Oh, his mask came off, interesting. Ow. Gotta aim very carefully when I throw those things. Otherwise I'm just wasting my time. Really not doing much in the way of damage, but I'll take it. Thank goodness for the stupid boomerang. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have this thing. Al doesn't seem to have anything to do while we're doing this part. I mean, occasionally he does throw stuff at Al, and that's, you know, a distraction at least. I'll take that. Oh, I got the... Oh, shoot, I forgot I can, sometimes avoid the knockdown right there. Wait, Big Lebowski and Coyote Ugly? I don't remember Coyote Ugly. Who's in Coyote Ugly? And Big Lebowski, are we talking Jeff Bridges? I would definitely take a comparison to Jeff Bridges. He is a handsome man. And welcome in, Lowell Ferret. I dig the name too. How are you doing today? Are you John Goodman? Oh man, John Goodman. I didn't remember him in Coyote Ugly. Whenever I think of John Goodman, I always think of the, what is that movie? Barton Fink. Barton Fink's my favorite movie with him in it. But no, usually I get compared to Penn Jillette. But I'll take John Goodman too. That's a good one. Let's see, how you doing? I'm doing good. This is a challenging game, and I think I'm missing something with this boss fight. But otherwise, I'm having a good weekend. How about yourself? How are you doing? This is so ridiculous. Alright, there we go. We knocked him down again. Let's start getting some real damage on him. Hope L's still got a weapon. I don't think L does have a weapon. Tackle him, L! Ow. No problem. I'm set on fire, but that's not a problem. Not a problem. We're both in really bad shape here. Let's heal up. Elixir on Ed and Elixir on Alphonse, and we should be good. It's the long con. It's a long boss battle, I'll tell you that much. Penn Gillette, he is a magician. Penn and Teller is probably where you know him from. I know people might not hear the last name very often. Oh, there is mask. Oh, alright. So when his mask comes off, I can hit his face for big damage. That makes sense. And hello, Fair, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So his face is the weak point once we can get his mask off. That's cool. Oh, but right after his mask comes off, it's a prelude to him going up to the top. Oh, mixed blessings, I suppose. Alright. He's almost on his last health bar, though. We just gotta keep it up a little bit longer. And we got this dude. This is very silly, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to look up what the suggestion is on how to fight this guy after I beat him. Because right now I think we can probably beat him just by doing what we're doing, but I'm curious how you're intended to beat this guy. I'm very curious what I'm doing wrong here. Alright, one more hit and he's on his final health bar. There we go. You can see a little bit of black pixels over on the right, and that means we're almost done here. Just a little bit longer of the shenanigans, and we've got him. Just a little tiny bit longer. I might see if I can transmute something besides the boomerang after this. Oh no, I don't want to lose my boomerang, that's true. But when we get him on the ground, I kind of would like something a little bit better to fight him with. That would be nice. Alright, got him there. Oh, dang it, I thought I could jump over that. I could not jump over that. Let's grab another elixir, just to make sure I stay in good shape. Stick it in here, I'm so glad to hear that. Awesome, hope you have a good time here with us. Probably says 2 boomerangs, if only I could dual wield boomerangs. That sounds like an amazing strategy. Sign me the heck up for that. Oh, he knocked him down again. Whoa, no, he's coming to me. Get the heck out of there. Alright. Oh, we literally got Fighting Frenzy on and off in the same moment. That's a little ridiculous. Alright, let's see if we can beat him this cycle. Nope, nope, stick the landing. There we go. Alright, his mask is off. Let's do some damage. Oh, he picked up his mask there. Alright. I wonder if I can do something to the mask while it's on the ground. Because I saw he had to physically go over to it and pick it up. So maybe what we're supposed to do is break the mask or something? That could be a thing. Oh, that was a whiff. Hey, Retrograde Tom! Thank you for the 26-month resub right there. Tom, it has been a pleasure knowing you for more than 2 years now. That is amazing. And I appreciate all the support too. It really does mean a lot. I hope you know that. And thank you for all the anime emotes as well. We are anime as hell today, and I hope you appreciate. But glad to have you with us as always, Tom. Let's see. Gamaguma, welcome back. Transmute the mask. Hey, Coder, I like your thinking right there. That's genius. I might have to see if I can get to that. More than 2 years. How nuts is that? It doesn't feel like that long. Time on Twitch is very strange to me. And it doesn't feel remotely like 2 years. But I appreciate that. I know I've been watching your stream for a very long time, and I'm glad I was able to locate you. Now, given Retro is kind of a small community, you do tend to run into everybody in Retro eventually, but still, I'm glad I found you when I did. It's been good watching you, Tom. Oh, dang it! I hit the jump button, but I was waiting on the boomerang, so it didn't quite count. Oh no, I fell! Shoot. Get back up there. I don't think he's down yet. No. If he fell at the same time, that would have been a nice coincidence, but no luck. Chloroform wipes on the mask. Wrong game! If only we were still playing Toonstruck, this would probably be a lot easier. Nope, didn't quite get the jump button in time there. Come on, we're so close now. Yeah, once I get the boomerang, there's a little bit of a downtime where I can't actually jump. So if you're seeing me just stand there and get hit by it, that's what you're seeing. Alright, Ed is nearly down. Actually, he's okay for right now. I appreciate he's in danger status, but I think he's going to survive.
No problem.
Alright, caught the landing at least. Come on, let's finish this guy off. Dang it. We're so close! We're so close! Look at how little health this guy has. I don't know if that's gonna hit. That's definitely not hitting. There we go, that hit. Oh, we're so close, come on! Are we gonna finish him off with dumb boomerang and strats? Yes, we are! He's down! Alright, his mask is off. We can't transmute his mask. I just tried there, we cannot. Oh, I'm gonna use one more elixir because I'm not taking any chances of dying here. That would break my heart. Can Al use the crossbow? I don't think he can, unfortunately. I don't think he can. Oh, thank you about that, Tom. Alright, we only need to hit him like once more. Come on! There we go! Hit him with a backswing on the boomerang. That was a horrendously dumb boss fight, but we beat it, and that's what matters. Thank you for the GG, Nano. I appreciate that. 14 minutes, 38 seconds, and they still gave us a B ranking. I'll take that. 1 bonus point. We got an item called the Training Manual. Interesting. Thank you, Lost, for the GG. I appreciate that. Oh, that was ridiculous. Jeez, Al, what was that? What's going on here? Oh my, I've lost. You boys are far stronger than I thought. Ed, look up there. Hey, who are you? What the hell are you trying to pull? Oh, such a feisty little boy. Well, I suppose I should be polite and introduce myself. My name is Camilla. Sorry for ruining your expensive-looking stained glass window. Well, I must be going now. Time to say goodbye. Till we meet again, boys. What? Wait a minute! You're not going anywhere! Hey, are you even listening to me? Ed! Get back here! Ed! Edward! Ah, the pastor. Are you alright? Are you hurt? Just a bit dazed, thank you. What just happened? I don't know. Is she the one responsible for the monsters and the town's fate? Is she an alchemist too? She's pretty skilled if she transmuted those chimeras herself. Ah, damn it, she got away! Welcome back, Ed. Are you okay, Gramps? Who is that Camilla lady? I just asked the same question. He doesn't know either. I didn't do anything to deserve getting attacked like that. This chick's out of her mind. Whoever she is not safe here anymore. We might as well head off to New Hiessgart. You're right. We should do this. You should do the same, Gramps. I will, as soon as I confirm that the people remaining in the town have been evacuated. That's a good idea. What's this? What you got there? A bird's feather? How did this get here? Is that feather, shining? Yeah, it's kind of warm, too. Huh? Huh? It just vanished. Where'd it go? Did that chick leave it for us, or what? Maybe she's trying to infer that we're collectively plucked. Oh, that was bad, Al. Well, forget about it and just be on our merry way. Thanks, Gramps. Your hospitality was appreciated. I hear New Hiessgart is becoming a shady neighborhood. I would exercise caution, my friends. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I would. Alright. Oh no, it's store brand Lost Gamaguma. I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that. That's the first thing I thought when I saw her. I was like, wow, she looks an awful lot like Lust. But of course she's not, because, you know, non-canon video game. Alright, however, folks, I think this is probably going to be a good place to stop for the night. I'm exhausted after that ridiculous boss. But I hope you folks are having fun watching this game. I think we're making some decent progress. So this is our last stream of the week, but we'll be back Friday next week. We're probably going to be playing this game for most of next week. 2, maybe 3 days, so look forward to that. And if you haven't seen, once we beat this game, the next game on the schedule is going to be Anodyne, a very cool little indie game. If you haven't seen it before, I think you're in for a treat. That time again, Mr. Magul? It is. Gamagumo, excellent timing. Mild attraction, you say, Emperor, I love it. It is that time again, yes, but like I said, I hope everyone had a wonderful time here. I'm enjoying this game so far. It's a bit jank, a bit frustrating in the combat, but I think we can probably pull through. So far, it's looking like we can. So yeah, I hope you will stop by next week and join me for some as well. But, of course, that time again, John, yes. But of course, before we wrap things up, let's see. Hey, Coder, I want to see what the recommended strat for the fight was, just to see how you're supposed to do it. It basically says, have Al use the crossbow in placement and shoots home. Wait, really? I didn't even know you could have Al use the crossbow. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. Thank you for saying that. So yeah, one last thing before we call it quits tonight, and that is... Let's see who all else is online so we can find somebody else to hang out with if you are not done watching Twitch for the day. So make sure to hit follow if you haven't already. That'll be the quickest way to find me again next week if you would like to be here for some more streams next week. And while I see who else is live right now, there are some links in chat you may be interested in if you haven't seen them yet. We've got a link to my Twitter if you want to see what's going on outside of the stream. We have a link to my YouTube if you would like to see any of the games I have played in the past. And we have a link to my Discord if you would like to chat with us outside of the stream. I would love to have you there, most definitely. Once again, we have some good options here, but I see a streamer I haven't gotten to watch or raid in a little while, and that is a mistake that must be rectified immediately. So, folks, I would love it if you would join me as we go raid none other than Jessica Fleur, very cool retro streamer, and today she is installing and testing out fight sticks, which, you know, physical fight sticks, just such a cool item, and she's playing some very cool retro fighting games as well, so this is going to be a treat no matter which way you look at it. So why don't you join me over at Jess's stream, say hi to her, throw her a follow if you like what she's doing, but hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you folks next week for some more Fullmetal Alchemist. Take care till then, everybody.